Hello, everybody, and welcome to Council. It's just me and Jake right now. It's just us.
Just us. We've been in this situation before.
It's just us. I don't know where everyone else is.
I don't know.
Oh, what's up,
it's not my day to
Steven?
keep up with them.
What's up, Steven? Ronin had said Hump Day has arrived. Exactly.
Sure
Hump Day
has.
is here. But yeah, so I don't know.
I don't know either. Do you want to just jump right in?
I mean, shit, X-Men. You know.
Yeah, I mean, hell, like I'm wearing the freaking gear. I got the hat. I got the shirt.
Oh yeah, you're already prepared, man. You're already ready to go.
Yeah, dude. I cannot tell you how much I was anticipating this because I think back in like 2020, was it 2021 when they announced that this thing was coming?
Yeah, November, Disney Plus Investor Day.
Yeah, so
I think I took the day off work thinking there's gonna be a lot of trailers, and there wasn't. It was just
there wasn't anything that day.
No, I mean literally, it was like, I thought it'd be like trailer. Like, no,
Yeah,
it was like half of stuff. Like, we're done.
Yeah, and then I know the comic for X-Men had been in the works for a while now. Like it had been in print for a good little bit. So it's not like there was just nothing that you were seeing about, what kind of state the universe was in, but like all the little bits leading up to it. I thought they did a great job marketing up to it and building up to it and, dropping all those little clips one by one, brought back all the classic nostalgia bits for me and, anybody else who grew up watching it.
And the posters they were putting out.
Oh yeah.
For 97 was insane.
And then like a good while back, like I think mid 2022 is when they announced all those that little toy line that they came out with, where they had like the little 5x5 figures and the Wolverine claws. Cal had a pair of those claws on at the retro event last year, by the way, for all those pictures, which is a nice touch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not looking for where because I do have a Wolverine mask, and it was from the 97. I don't know where it's at right now.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, because I think you had it on one time.
I do have. I just don't know where it's at the moment. Maybe I'll try to find it when we have more people and I can take a step back to try to find. I know it's somewhere.
I got the Wolverine shirt, so.
Oh hell yeah! And you have the previously on X-Men too.
Oh yep. I mean, during that freaking intro, man, it was just like the little kid inside of me could not stop smiling because it was all those classic shots that they'd used in the intro before, just updated.
Oh yeah.
I didn't expect them to do that. I'm thinking, okay, are they maybe going to go with some shots like from the end of the original show to kind of maybe show where they're at now? No, they went full down the classic route, but I was all for it.
Yeah, look at that. That's literally 90s.
Yep.
It's literally exactly 90s.
And then in the intro for episode 2, they did some updates a little bit, including some Dark Phoenix shots in there.
Yeah, I'm like sitting there going, awesome, because I watched them back to back. I'm like,
yeah.
And then the second episode starts. I'm like, oh shit, they added Magneto into it. Oh yeah,
I noticed that. I was like,
they added other shots. There's freaking Dark Phoenix. They added that in. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
I'm like, all right.
Is it going to change again?
Maybe
for episode 3. I don't know.
Maybe. We might see stuff from these past 2 episodes in the next week's intro.
Without getting into spoilers, do we think the Dark Phoenix shot was specifically for a reason? Because episode 1 had the vision from Jean Grey,
right?
But
could be.
She's already experienced it, but maybe it's not over.
Maybe
because we're not done with it.
I mean, you never really know because they had, back to reference that original show again, they did the Phoenix and the Dark Phoenix arc. Like it was a long 3rd season that they had in there because they did the Phoenix arc at the beginning and then the Dark Phoenix arc at the end, like building it through that entire time. So they could definitely incorporate it again some way. There's a lot of story potential you can do with Dark Phoenix. Those 2 movies that screwed it up apparently didn't know that.
No. I mean, yeah, I've been watching me and my wife actually watched the first 3 episodes of Quiet on Set. It's not it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, here's the people are enjoying it that have not seen the original show, which is good. You're missing out though on a lot of good storytelling because it's more impactful when you know what Charles did at the end. And what now there are some things that I forgot. Because I forgot, oh wait, Cable's,
Oh yeah, Cable's, yeah.
What that? Because Cable's Nathan, but whatever.
Nathan Summers, and they brought him on, if I remember, pretty early into the original show. Like it was like 5 or 6 episodes in when he got introduced.
Yeah, they did, and I got a mission. The joke. He's coming. Like, oh, he's here. Who? Apocalypse?
Apocalypse.
No.
And you see, as soon as he has that look on his face, his claws like sheathed back. It's like, oh.
Well, when he first got introduced in episode 1, the kid thought, oh, this is just part of the simulation from Danger Room. No, that's Wolverine. That's actually him.
And they introduced it in a similar way whenever Jubilee first got brought into the whole thing by showing them in a like simulation of shorts where it was just Wolverine and Gambit roughhousing.
Oh yeah,
there was a lot of stuff there that was definitely intentional nods for people who know it.
This was crazy. This is an awesome poster.
Oh, I know.
It's so
probably
retro.
One of my favorite posters, just because it's so 90s.
It's so retro. I want that jacket, by the way. I want that jacket. Skateboard, why not? The shoes, that's Wolverine shoes, yeah.
Those I didn't notice that till just now.
With the Magneto toy.
Yeah, the Magneto toy. Are those X-Men comics on the ground?
Yes.
And then nothing.
And then you have the VHS tapes, which they done that as an original poster.
Yeah.
The tapes.
And then they got the poster all the way on the right too. It's really cool.
Man, I cannot wait for actual more merchandise from this show because I'm gonna buy shit.
Yeah, somebody at that retro event I went to last year had like a tote this big full of a bunch of things that they were wanting to get signed, and I think they were running a store or something, so you could get like all those signed, toys that they had. But I saw him up in the box. Cal looked down at the box, and you could just see his eyes widen. He was like, "Holy shit, that's a lot!"
A lot of stuff.
Yeah. But it was great meeting those guys. Like you can tell how much passion they have for what they do.
Yeah, both shows are good, Cameron. I mean, they don't compete with the '90s show, but they're still great. Wolverine the X-Men. That sounds familiar. I don't know. Might know. Yeah, I might know a guy who worked on that. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard of that little thing right there.
He has yet to email me back because I was going to get him on council at some point. And he had a dream about being on the show the day before I emailed him. But he hasn't emailed me back yet, so I need to do that. And now I'm getting more frustrated. I need to know where that damn mask is. I'm getting annoyed because I know it's here somewhere.
Hope it's not in storage or something.
No, it's here. It's physically here. I just don't know where.
But yeah, I think both Evolution and Wolverine and the X-Men are good, and not to say that it's necessarily in a competition with the 90s series, but I can definitely imagine like when making Evolution, the pressure those guys must have felt coming off of the 90s series because like there were going to be a lot of people like you and I who grew up with the 90s series who, at first, I will admit when Evolution was first out, I'm like, I don't like this. It's not my X-Men. And
same.
I just didn't watch it.
That's why when it came on, I'm like, no. I was like, no. Not for me.
But they're just, I don't really think it's a matter of one being better than the other. It's just they're telling different stories.
And their ages are different. Like a lot of the X-Men are still in high school. Well, they graduated. Yeah. Technically, at the end of season 3, they did not.
It didn't last very long, but
no, but like thing is, a lot of them are younger, so you didn't have like an adult team. Like that was never a thing. Like you had a couple adults like Wolverine, Storm,
yeah, and they were kind of the founding members in that continuity.
Yeah, and Beast was a teacher, so from the school itself. So
yeah, and that made sense how they were able to essentially phase him right into the whole thing.
Yeah, I was wondering because Beast is a very interesting character, but like how are they gonna? I figured he's gonna be in the show, but I wasn't sure.
And this is something I got to mention too. When you see him pop up, like in the lab doing that little backflip, he's like, "Salutations, how are you?" I'm like,
perfect.
This feels like this is exactly what it is.
Perfect.
So it's exactly how he talks.
Yeah, exactly. Back on council, I've been gone for a bit. Gina's here. Welcome.
Hello. Hey guys, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I just moved. Everything's empty, so just go with it. I haven't had my geek stuff up yet.
I have a bunch of nonsense behind me. Don't worry.
That's okay. Nonsense is better than empty.
All the nonsense I got behind me right now, and I'm wearing the rest of it. I'm wearing the rest of it.
All right, all right. I'm on Hogwarts today. I should be doing X-Men because it's X-Men premiere, but I picked the wrong shirt today.
That's okay.
Hey, maybe they have. Maybe they could watch X-Men in their magic mirrors at Hogwarts.
It's possible. I want to.
Maybe they do. Maybe Harry and they're watching X-Men.
I would never know. Just saying.
Yeah.
So has anybody watched it yet?
Oh yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
We both have.
No spoilers yet. I haven't yet. I'm gonna go live tomorrow with my Geekables to watch it with them. So
nice.
All I will say is no spoilers. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Good.
If you're up the original, especially, you're in for a good time.
Yes, love the original. Love the original. When I saw the trailer and I saw Gambit light up those blades, I went, okay, we're doing that. I'm in.
Oh yeah, when that scene plays out, when it goes past where the marketing stops it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
There's some great stuff in there that they were hiding.
Yeah. And they did a good job, I gotta say. Because I was curious how they were gonna really incorporate Cyclops, after Norm Spencer's passing, but they got a good impersonator for sounding like him. I'll say that.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's front and center.
I was actually fortunate enough at a most recent Comic-Con. I got to meet the voice of Rogue.
And same here, actually. Like last year, I met voice of Rogue, Wolverine, Beast, Jubilee, in that one episode from the '90s show where they had Miss Marvel in. She was there too.
Were you at Comic-Con? What Comic-Con?
The Retro Toy Con in November last year.
Oh, no, mine was. I think I met. Where did I meet them? Baltimore Con? No. Oh no, Rhode Island Comic Con is where I met them.
Nice.
Okay. And it was phenomenal. So you met them. They have this whole thing. It's beautiful, and they're all fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I was starstruck and very happy.
You can clearly tell they love what they do.
Absolutely.
Oh, and you feel it when you're watching the show. Like they put so much care into this.
Yeah.
I mean,
coming back.
And it's funny because on one side, you definitely feel like they've modernized it a little bit, but it's like they're picking up right where they left off. It has that same aesthetic as it had 25 years ago. Like it's got that same feeling,
same tone.
Nostalgia for me. It's wonderful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and now I'm just sitting there going, Spider-Man 90 series revival.
No, right?
Come on, do it.
Because that series ended on the mother of all cliffhangers.
Well, and somebody high up at Marvel, not Kevin Feige, was interviewed a few days ago, and he said, maybe.
Which, I mean, that's what you say when asked a question.
Which, if this does well, they're like, all right,
they'll bring
Spider-Man.
I won't be mad at it. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Hands down.
And don't just do the last season that was planned. Do more. Yeah. Just keep going.
Give me more.
Because I don't know. Did they have a plan for X-Men? When it stopped? Or did they have a plan for the season? Because they're thinking at least 3 seasons of this thing. So
look, you've got everybody on board. Every one of us. This is our childhood is back, and it's back on the screen. And it's like some people were talking about the animation. I don't even care. They're back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I'm sure they upgraded the animation. Okay, I've got my X-Men back. Give me more story.
Yeah.
It would realistically be impossible to make it look like it did back then. So having to do those touch-ups, really, I mean, it's not a bad thing, and it might make it look more appealing to younger audiences who haven't seen it. So
right, because they're not used to our style of what we grew up with. They're like, what is this old stuff? But now it's like, oh, there's something they'll watch.
Yeah, and I hope this helps kind of expose the wider public to X-Men too, because still, sadly, even with as many movies as there've been, not as many people know about them compared to other. As much as these other characters.
Well, some of those X-Men movies,
yeah.
We'll talk about that.
I acknowledge that.
Yes, I mean X-Men Apocalypse. And
then Dark Phoenix. Last
that wasn't
why.
But as a huge fan of Apocalypse, that really hurt me.
Yeah, the Quicksilver and Wolverine scenes are the only good parts of that movie.
Agreed. It hurt my soul watching what they did to Apocalypse. I don't want to talk about what they did to Gambit. That really, you can't be a Rogue fan and a Gambit fan, but what they did, dirty.
As a big Rogue fan, I hated that part of the original trilogy.
Same.
Yeah.
None of it went well. Very bad taste in my mouth. So I am hopeful now that it is in Foggy's hands, because in Foggy I trust, and I'm ready to see what he'll do.
if this is an indication of how they're going to really care for these characters, the hope is that that translates to live action when they do their version.
Yeah.
There was a bold statement that I had many years ago, and I still stand by this, that I almost wish those movies with the younger cast wouldn't have happened so that we can have most of that cast anyway as our X-Men now in the MCU. Because a lot of them were great in their roles when they were written well. And because it was like 90%, pardon the pun, good casting for the most part. Like there was only one or two that I would really say didn't quite hit the mark as far as casting goes. Because others were good with the roles, they just weren't given good scripts. So it could have definitely worked.
The script was pretty
They should have just kept going with the original cast. I know 3 wasn't received well, but just should have told more stories.
I don't know. It was funny around that time because whenever the third movie in the comic book trilogy didn't do well, that often killed any momentum going forward.
Yeah.
Because X-Men, Spider-Man, I'm surprised, going back a little earlier with how poorly the third Superman movie was received. I'm surprised it ended up getting a worse fourth movie, but
different era.
Yeah, different era.
Different era, different time.
Yeah. Well, the Blade 3 wasn't good either.
Well,
Ryan Reynolds 3 times a charm though. He finally, because he was born to play Deadpool.
Yeah.
So the fact that he tried strike one, strike 2, but home run with the third.
Yeah, that movie was just a prototype Deadpool.
So, Jake, I have a question for you because you said some of the casting was great. Who would you say they missed the mark on, and who would you say they did great with casting? Obviously, Hugh Jackman, but what would you say with X-Men?
So overall in the franchise, or from just the
abominations that we don't talk about?
Okay, I don't know if you meant overall in the cast or just the younger ones.
Oh, just
you said younger you had an issue with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So give me overall. Why not?
So, okay. So overall, obviously, I don't need to mention the greats, like Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, McKellen. They all nailed it.
Yep.
I thought that Ty Sheridan was actually a good cast for Cyclops. I thought, that young, kind of that immature Cyclops that they were going for. Although it felt weird to have the roles switched in X-Men Apocalypse to where Scott was the more aggressive one and Havoc was the more sensible one. That was a little strange. And then in that same movie, actually, even though they made Olivia Munn look like Psylocke, I did not buy that she was portraying Psylocke at all.
No.
Even though they made her look like her. I do not know this actress's name, and I'm feeling a little stupid right now, but the second Storm actress, I did not see exuding that character.
I forget her name.
Oh my God, I can't remember her name.
No, I don't remember her name.
I did not get Storm out of that character one bit. And even, honestly, even though I have some nostalgia for the original movie.
Alexander Shipp.
Okay.
Ronin just put it in the chat. He's backstage right now.
All right, cool. There you go. But yeah, the more I look at it, even though I have some nostalgia for those original movies, Halle Berry wasn't that great of a Storm either. I mean, she had good moments, but I don't know. I think the biggest ones that they really were kind of those gems with the bad writing. I mean, Fassbender pretty much nailed every role that he had, even if he wasn't written well.
Absolutely. He nails everything he touches.
And I really wish Sophie Turner as Jean Grey would have been written better because I thought that she had great potential. Yeah. And then I liked McAvoy up until the last movie. And I understand that Xavier can, make mistakes and can be a little arrogant, but it just didn't feel like Xavier.
It didn't flow right.
Even though he looked more like him with the bald head and everything, it just felt a lot less like him.
Yeah. I'll just bring him in because he's commenting his opinions. Ronin, what's up, man?
What's up, bub?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Y'all, I lost my shit.
Now Gina hasn't seen it yet, so be careful.
Not seen it.
Be careful.
I can go, but I just
no,
No
worries.
So since you kind of threw that question my way, who do you think yours are as far as that goes?
Oh, that's rough. I'd say, like you said, Ian McKellen, can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart, can't go wrong. McAvoy, I really thought he did a good job too. I pretty much agree with you across the board with everything.
Okay.
The only thing I'm going to add that I didn't didn't like this is across all the X-Men thing. Like I said, they did Gambit dirty. So the actor, I'm not mad at the actor. It's just, I think if he was written better, I would have been more enough to be like, okay, I can see it. Because I don't necessarily want, to be honest with you, when they bring Gambit on screen, I don't think I want it to be an actor I know. I want him to be unknown because I want to see him I just want to know him as Gambit. Yeah. I want the accent. I want all of it. But if I have someone that's a known character, I'm going to be like, a known actor, I'm like, I'm going to see whatever else you did.
So Channing Tatum as Gambit would have been a no-go for you.
Yeah, nope.
It's hard for me. It's very hard because it's like, look, I see Magic Mike, and I don't know how I feel about that. Like,
as Gambit.
That's the automatic reference point.
Like, I can't, you're supposed to have the staff, and it's not believable to me. Now, I did see, they saying Giancarlo, and did you see the Giancarlo and the Denzel Washington idea?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am all for that. I think that would be hands down very well. So I met Giancarlo at a Comic-Con too. He's amazing. So seeing him in that role, I can totally see him pulling that role off. Absolutely. But going back to what you said, the only one I think I had the biggest problem with was the Gambit thing. Because like I said, he wasn't, if they would have given him better script, it could have worked. It really could have worked. But
and then the one that they eventually ended up fixing, they really did Colossus dirty in the original movies, but then Deadpool comes in and said, "This is how you do Colossus."
So it's not against the actor. I think the actor would have been fine. Why not? It just he didn't do anything. Like the most I got excited was when he did the fastball special, and I was like, "Yeah!"
And it's like if you're not even gonna have him do anything, at least make him Russian.
Do that.
Let's make it a little bit.
I will say he had one cool scene in X-Men 2 where he walks into the room and then steals up as those guys are shooting at him. Like that was his cool.
It throws him through the walls or something. Yeah.
Then the most notable thing he did after that was get ripped in half in Future Past.
Well, what do you expect? That happens to you.
I'm sorry. And Mystique in the younger generation.
Jennifer Lawrence. Oh.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you could kind of tell that by the last one, she's like, I'm done with this.
Well, yeah, literally, she was only there just to die.
Yeah.
And flat out spoiled that death in the trailers.
Yeah, I wasn't really mad at that part. But for the Mystique that I wanted to see, that was not.
Yeah. I thought Rebecca Romijn actually did a pretty good job as Mystique.
I agree.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I agree.
When she got time to deliver dialogue and whatnot, why don't you pretend you're like others? Because we shouldn't have to. And it's just like,
yeah,
there you go.
It still blows my mind that she's in Star Trek: Strange New World.
Number one,
a co-lead. Yeah, it's so weird to see. It's Mystique.
Yeah. That's right.
She's got range.
Both versions of Mystique and Nightcrawler. It's like, are you not going to acknowledge that that's your son? I mean, I pretty much knew they weren't going to do that with Jennifer Lawrence because they made the actors around the same age. I'm like, okay, that's not going to happen. But I thought they would have at least referenced it in the original movies.
It's so ridiculous how Nightcrawler was only in one in the original.
Oh, right.
It's so ridiculous. Why he was just in one.
That's still one of the best openings in comic movies.
Oh yeah, but it's like, why not back for 3? I know you're doing you're doing Angel, but.
Who sucked.
Another one that I felt bad for because I'm like,
they screwed Angel twice.
Ben Foster, I think, yeah.
Oh,
and then they try to do that in Apocalypse.
Well, Apocalypse, they went straight to Archangel.
Yeah, it's like you bypassed the character. What the hell are you doing?
The development of the character is integral to his story, and it's like you kind of just went right past it.
Yeah.
And you said bypass the character. This is a big thing they did too. Both times that they did the Phoenix Saga. They went straight from Jean Grey to Dark Phoenix, but there's a whole phase in the middle where she's just Phoenix and has still some stability. They skipped over that completely.
What they should have done is X-Men 3, the Cure story, teasing Phoenix, and then 4 should have been Dark Phoenix instead of let's just combine both fucking major plot lines together.
Well, because how big the Dark Phoenix storyline is, even if that's the only storyline you focus on for one movie, you can't do all of it in one movie.
Right.
I'll never forget John Byrne, the great John Byrne. They interviewed him. Like, what do you think about them doing Dark Phoenix again? He's like, I don't get it. How they think they can do a storyline that took us comic books years to do in 2 hours and whatnot. Like, how do you expect us? You can't. Why not?
That's why the '90s animated show did so well with it, because they spent a whole fucking season on it.
Yeah, like they started it with the Phoenix Saga, and then at the very end of it, they had Dark Phoenix.
Right.
And they were like split apart over 5 episodes each.
Yeah.
And all the little things that they were building up to in between, and they paid it off greatly.
Wolverine and the X-Men did something similar, but a little different. But that was all a season-long storytelling versus 2 hours.
And it was well done enough in the animated series. It was well done enough that if you weren't someone who followed the comics, you got enough of the story to be able to be like, yeah, I know what's happening. If I didn't read it, it's like, well, they explained it and they did it well. Yeah, that's a big deal.
And you know how popular that story is, because when they did like a limited run of like Japanese like anime X-Men, they open with the Dark Phoenix. Like they open with that storyline. Like it's concluding. I'm like,
right.
Yeah, it's so iconic. And that's why they kept trying to make it work. But it won't. So if we get it in X-Men for MCU, like, God, no.
Like, if you're gonna do it, you can't rush it.
No.
Two-parter.
It's gotta be like the Infinity War Endgame kind of deal. Because
I was gonna say that. Yep.
Do a trilogy of X-Men, and then just like Avengers, you do part 1, part 2, or Phoenix, and then Dark Phoenix as part 2.
It's gotta be.
And then boom, that's your 4 and 5 of X-Men.
Absolutely.
I just chuckled when Jake said. Go ahead, Jake.
Oh, go ahead. I was going to say, like Gina said a second ago, make sure that you develop the characters over time before jumping into a big story like this. Because part of the reason, just a small frame of reference, part of the reason that the Civil War movie and the MCU worked so well, that they'd been building up these characters for a long time. These were people you knew. And like, yes, there were like 2 people that got introduced in that movie, but the rest of them, you knew who they were. Even if you didn't read comics and just watch movies, you knew who these characters were, and you got a sense of why they were on one side or the other. And you got all their turmoil. If you just rush into a big story like this right after introducing the X-Men, you're not going to be able to connect with hardly anybody.
That's why I even like say that, like what Steve and Tony go through. That for me, I bought it by the time we got to Civil War, because what they did with the films in Avengers, Age of Ultron, which is not a perfect movie, but like there's moments that I'm like, okay, even as he rides off in his Ferrari or his car, whatever, he's entrusting, without saying it, he's entrusting Steve, like, okay, I'm out. I trust you to lead the team and take care of it. And then when he comes back for Civil War, it's like, dude, don't make me, it's that line of love. You're going to come with us because it's us and not some SWAT team pointing guns at you and whatnot.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I love during that where he's like, you can tell he doesn't want to fight him either, because you can see him like sort of like mouth the words like, come on, just do this.
Come on, let's do it.
That's why I think, Gina, you said it best about them adapting the animated series of like, you didn't need to read the comics to get it.
Right.
I think that's the best compliment I can give 97. If you've never seen anything X-Men, this is my opinion, never seen anything X-Men, you will learn and know the basic fundamentals of what it is about the X-Men that makes them special. And in my opinion, the most impactful fictional creation that the comic book genre has ever done, in my opinion. It is. It does. It's such a hard thing to do. Like you gotta bring back the generation that made you where you are in your status, and also be like, all right, you kids, this is who these people are. And get past Mike.
It's a tough thing to mix, but
it is.
I think they found the formula.
It's important too, because if you think about it, I can't imagine. I used to collect the cards as a kid, read comics and all of it. But how many 43-year-old women say, "Yeah, I used to collect comics"? There's not many geeks like that. The women, right? Yeah. And just saying, like, it's this horrible stereotype. But realistically, I always get people look at me like I have 7 heads, and I'm like, "Yeah, I know, because I used to know the back of the card."
I wish I had them beside me. I have the cards too. I wish I had them beside me.
Oh, I love them with all my heart. But how many movies have I been in, being as nerdy as I am and knowing the lore? And I've got women and guys behind me going, I didn't know that. I don't understand this. But if you've got movies where it explains it enough that you didn't have to follow it, that's where you keep them. That's where you get the moviegoers. Because there's a lot of people that are the moviegoers. They're not hardcore fans like comic book and like we are, But I forgot which one it was. Oh my God, it was Quantumania, and the end scene, I had a woman behind me and she was like, who's that guy? And I was like, my brain turned around and I'm like, at the cuts, and I'm like, and the guy that was with her, he was like, oh, that's from the Loki series. And I was like, she's so lost. I'm like, how did she watch the whole movie and not know? And I'm like,
you don't even need to read comics to know that.
Right. And I'm like, you do as a TV series. Like, you could hope there's a whole thing going on. But like, there's enough things that I feel like Foggy will do, or like you said, 97. Like, when you can do even the Dark Phoenix saga, like with the original animated, if you can bring it and they can follow without having to do it, that's how you keep your fans. And that's how you get us engaged.
Exactly.
That's why I think I'm confident, and yet now the pressure's more on the MCU to be like deliver on live action, because I'm like, all right, 97 had a tough deal to directly connect with us fans. And I said it out loud already. Then like, I'm not a Marvel fan if I don't watch this show, the 90s show, or the rest of those 90s Warner Brothers Marvel shows. I don't give a shit about this stuff if I don't drink that up as a kid and whatnot. I think now the MCU has a trouble thing with like live action, and now, but at the same time, I say they pulled off Guardians, and much like the X-Men, at least for me, when I would see the animated series, is that they weren't too connected with the rest of the Marvel universe. They would mention it, if more or less, there's crossovers if you look back at the shows and whatnot that make you giddy up, but it was self-contained yet part of it, and that's what I liked about what the Guardians do. It's like if you watch those 3 movies, you don't need to have seen the rest of the movie of the universe.
MCU, yeah.
It helps by the time you get to Volume 3, even the holiday special. But the fact that it's in it, it's that fine line of like doing your own thing, yet being a neighborhood cell of this bigger, larger entity movement.
It was almost their own little standalone, like completed world. Like you didn't have to.
Yeah.
And you could, you end up crying in the third one because you're emotionally attached to everyone.
To a tree.
That's happening here.
Yeah.
Right. To a tree. Yeah. And you never had to watch anything else. But you're sobbing and I was sobbing.
And people want to act like the Guardians of the Galaxy were well known before the movie came out. They weren't. No, that was an extremely risky movie to do. And in particular, that lineup of Guardians of the Galaxy, because they were like at the bottom of the barrel at the time. Like, I think the few appearances they had were Drax was in the Silver Surfer animated series back in the 90s. And then the Guardians had made like, I think 1 or 2 cartoon appearances in that Spider-Man show.
And Earth's Mightiest Hero.
And also Earth's Mightiest Heroes too. So that was really all that the exposure they had. So that movie was a big risk. Yeah.
So she's been off council for a bit. I'm going to say her name correctly this time because I screwed up before. Zoranne, welcome.
Hello. I'm so proud of you.
I know.
Hi, everyone.
I literally was like watching your intro to videos going, okay, Zoranne, not Zoranne. Zoranne. I'm an idiot. Okay.
No, you're being nice to yourself.
Yes.
I mean, when in doubt, it's phonetic.
Yes. So I read a book, and I want to show you the
book. I saw that.
No, another book that you talked about last year. And I thought I was going to be still reading it when you came on. No one knows that I read this by my wife.
Oh, my goodness.
I read Fourth Wing.
Okay. Nice.
And I have Iron Flame in the same special edition. My wife bought it for me. So
what did you think?
It's a lot. It's a lot. Death, romance, which I'm not really a romance fan, so I was kind of like, all right. I don't know. I predicted the ending though. I did predict it.
Okay.
I was like,
do I have to read this now? Because I'm an avid reader, so I feel like now I have to read this.
Yeah, everyone was losing their minds over this book last year.
I've been seeing it on the shelves. Yeah.
I thought.
You go ahead and blast me. I've never heard of that book.
I thought Fourth Wing was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it was entertaining. I typically read. Most of the fantasy books I read aren't like romance focused, where Fourth Wing is very focused. It's a lot. There's a lot of focusing on the romance. So I think it's a lot of fun, and I think it's a good place to start if you're just getting into fantasy, or if you're like typically a romance reader and you want to like dip your toes in the water into like the fantasy world. I think it's good for that. But I don't know. I think it was a lot of fun. It was entertaining. I have not read Iron Flame yet. My to be read pile got away.
Yeah, I hear Iron Flame is like they just what?
You just
I don't know. I haven't had there yet.
Yeah.
You said fun. He said death. So I'm like,
there's fun, but there's a lot of death.
Two things can be true at once.
I'm like, it could be true, but I'm like the fact that you both described it very opposite. I went,
oh, there's death. There's death in the first
coexist.
chapter.
They coexist. Okay.
There's death in the first chapter. Like,
all right.
They don't even. Like, it's basically setting you up to know. Okay, no one is safe except for the main characters.
That description sounds like a movie I watched earlier this week, where it's like death and fun.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone's seen this. It was a movie called Climax in 2018.
I've heard of it.
I just saw it one for the first time. It's like, okay, that went in a completely different direction than where I was going.
Yeah.
Now, Gina, you said Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I would be more like happy with this if it was like anybody could fucking die. But it's like no name. Like a lot of people like, oh, they were named, but who are they? All right.
Where so you said that you said no one's safe except you said main characters. So Game of Thrones, because the main characters weren't safe that we thought, because we didn't know the main characters were till.
I don't know. Iron Flame could completely go. Oh, by the way, boom.
Okay. Okay.
I think so. Like right from the first chapter, this is not a spoiler. So you're following our main character Violet, and she is a cadet at this dragon riding academy. And so she's going through training to get the chance to become a cadet, because you're not just a cadet just because you're a part of like the dragon riding academy. Right. And so it's basically like you fly or you die, and it's survival of the fittest. And so if you can't pass like the trials and tribulations, it's not like you get to just go like walk, you get kicked out of school, you're sent home back to mommy and daddy to your small village, like you're dead.
You're dead.
Okay. It's like, so they literally like want the best of the best riders to be warriors to become dragon riders.
Yeah.
And so it's very clear about that from the first chapter.
Yeah, right away.
I'm intrigued.
But it's not like, so far, I mean, I would not compare it to Game of Thrones at all, because some of it's like a little silly. Like, it does not take itself too seriously. Okay. But it's not like Game of Thrones where it's like you get so emotionally attached to characters where it's like their death actually like ruins your life and causes you to like take off work the next day.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, that person was mentioned in passing and now they're dead. It's more like that. Yeah.
Well, there's also characters that are introduced that I'm like, did we hear about this person before? And now they're dead. Like, I don't know.
As soon as she was like, yeah, they die, I saw Roland's face. He was like, well, okay then.
Yeah, because literally just murder. Just murder. Now, I will say, though, without spoilers, the third act of the book reveals what's really going on outside of their kind of purview.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was the most interesting for me. I'm like, okay, there's actually some mystery here. And then they reveal, oh, by the way, hey. And it ends.
Yeah.
I'm like, mm-hmm. I didn't like how the character POV switched at the very end, the last chapter.
Okay.
It felt random because we're following Violet's POV and all of a sudden we switched to someone else. I'm like, why?
Like this wasn't in the plan.
it would have made more sense if like halfway through the book, when there's like a major shift in dynamic between two characters, then we start following that person's POV in chapters. And then it would have, but it was like, oh, by the way, you read like 50 or 30, whatever, 40 something chapters this person. Oh, by the way, boom, last chapter, we're following this person. Okay.
Oh, so it's that abrupt?
Yeah. Like you're reading, you're like, oh shit, what's gonna happen next? You flip over and it says the person at the top, like their POV. I'm like,
oh,
okay. I mean, this person is the co-lead of the book at this point. But we've never followed this person's POV until now. So why? But maybe it's intentional.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of like questions. Okay, can we really trust?
I feel like you might have to read the second book to find out.
What?
That's win. You can't get out of that.
Yeah, I'm literally reading another book right now. In between, it's Darcy Coates, who writes a lot of horror.
Okay.
It's like a lot of short stories called Parasites, like space horror. So I'm reading that right now. I wanted to give myself a breather in between all the mayhem. I literally read like 300 pages and finished it on last Sunday. I was like,
that's awesome.
Blazing through.
Yeah, I can't read so much of books in sessions like that anymore. Like it's hard for me to do it because like I used to be able to just like sit down and then turn page after page after page. Now I have to have breaks in between.
Oh, I had breaks too, and there was a point I'm like, okay, I'll just say it. There's a sex scene. I'm like, no, we're gonna skim through this shit. I'm like going like I fucking hate this, but whatever.
You're like,
all right.
Okay.
So I'm just like, I'm only like at points I'm like reading a paragraph, I'm skimming the words. I'm like, I don't care how because she got graphic. I'm like,
Like all of a sudden you're reading an M-rated romance novel.
Yeah.
What am I reading?
I mean, it is like an adult fantasy romance, so.
But before that, it's like you say, it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's like not taking itself too seriously. Oh, there's death. Whatever, move on. Oh, by the way, we're gonna get really graphic about the sex scene. I'm like,
yeah.
Are they graphic about the death or the violence? No.
Oh, just the sex scene. Okay.
Some of it is because there's dragons involved, obviously. Right. So there's like people burning alive, but they don't really go into specific detail. But it's like, oh yeah, they're in the bedroom and he's taking his pants off. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where I like kind of describe as like Fourth Wing is like a fantasy book for romance readers.
Yeah, I like the concept of what she's doing. I just don't like the romance part, which I'm like, okay, this is something I have to get over because it's.
Well, I've got other dragon book recs that don't have romance. If you ever want them.
Oh, of course. I mean, have you made a video about this already? Can I just go find the video, or
I
have you not made it yet? Okay,
I have.
Game of Thrones.
What? I actually have the Game of Thrones books. I just haven't read them yet.
I have not.
I'm kind of holding out hope that we get the complete.
Yeah, I don't want to read them until I get the last book.
I doubt it's going to happen though.
With that, I have a question for y'all because it's been a while since I've read a book, and it's because there's two series on my mind that I want to commit to. Mm-hmm. I'm either thinking of continuing with Dune, or something that's been in my back pocket for a while to be like, I want to try that because I've heard it's wild. But Stephen King's The Dark Tower.
Oh, Dark Tower.
Dark Tower.
Okay. Dark Tower.
Dark Tower is great.
That just came out of my soul. Dark Tower.
Because I know Mike Flanagan is adapting it for Amazon.
Yes,
and whatnot.
He is.
But you know where she stands.
Doctor Sleep. So and I saw the teaser for the movie, and I'm like, okay, the teaser's good, but I heard the movie's crap, and I was like, okay.
The director's cut's better.
You
really?
Yeah, for Doctor Sleep, yeah. That's what I heard.
Yeah, because the original cut of Doctor Sleep is not good.
I liked it, but for the Dark Tower movie, I heard it was just like,
I'm gonna say about the Dark Tower, the first book, because when I started to read it, I'm not giving you spoilers. Push through, because when I first started to read it, halfway I was like, it's not getting anywhere, and I was getting like kind of bored, but push through because the ride is worth it.
Okay.
You know that I heard that the movie's not great either, but
no, just ignore the movie completely and read the books.
Yeah, my plan to go. And now he's doing the Life of Chuck or something like that as well, which I heard Karen Gillan's praising about it. I'm like, all right.
Something. Yeah, it's good to get back into reading. It's been fun.
I need to.
Yeah, I need to do that too.
Get that reading on.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of. I can't believe it's taking me this long to read this. This is kind of a classic. The Count of Monte Cristo. I'm in the middle of reading.
Oh wow!
That
is a classic.
Yeah, I can't believe it's taking me this long to get to it, but. That one, and then I've got lined up after that. I've got the actual book for Jaws, actually.
Okay. So there's a movie, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You get the same,
Yeah. I just want to see. I just want to see how it is compared to the movie, because a lot of books, not necessarily of like famous series, but a lot of ones where it's just like 1-to-1 from book to movie. Sometimes they take liberties, sometimes they don't. Because if anyone hasn't read the book to The Shawshank Redemption, it's pretty much 1-to-1 with the movie.
There you go.
Thereupon.
I'm curious to see if this is the same way or not.
Those people that are like the book is better than the movie.
Yeah,
I had that experience, and it felt weird.
Yeah,
I've never had that before. I read Relic, which is like,
okay, yeah,
and then they made a Relic movie in the 90s. I'm like,
yeah. And then you get those people in the theater that are going, in the book they actually did.
When I was watching the movie, I'm like, this is not the book. The book was so good because it was so detailed in the science and the creature, and it's like the creature's nothing like.
Yeah, science.
And then they combined two very significantly different characters into one character in the movie. I'm like,
bro.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I remember when I saw Ready Player One, I had read the book. And I like the book. I'm a fan of it. Although I admit there's problems with it. I understand. But I remember being like, wow, the high five that shit just got rushed out, and it just like I barely care about other stuff and whatnot. I just like, but it's also that thing of like adaptation, and then just
that movie was a little. I haven't even read the book, and that movie was a little for me.
I need to watch the movie. I think it's on Netflix now. Or no,
I think so. Yeah,
it might be on Amazon.
I think
because they're coming out with Ready Player 2 soon, aren't they?
Yes, that's what they heard. That's still in development, but Steven's not directing it.
Yeah, and then I just saw the part 2 of Code 8 like a week or so back.
The Mel Boys.
Yeah. I mean, and that was good, but same exact problem I had with the first one, same exact problem I had with this one. Ending was kind of rushed. Like I don't think that director knows how to write an ending.
No. He has a great mustache. He's been gone for a while. He is here, Alex, man.
Yo.
Thank you.
Look at that mustache. Hey, twirl it, boy.
Look at that.
Thank you so much.
Mustache.
What's up, man?
I'm trying my best. Hey. Speaking of, I have just recently finished the Jurassic Park book.
Oh,
I highly recommend.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I have like one of the original paperback releases.
Yeah.
Like,
my girlfriend got me that, and then I need to finish the second book soon.
Lost World.
Okay. But I really, it's really cool how Steven Spielberg was able to like meld it into a movie that anybody can enjoy. But I feel like if he did go 1-to-1, it would change a good bit of the story to where it wouldn't be like maybe as renowned as it is, because it would be a bit more scary for little kids, even though I'm sure we all watched movies we weren't supposed to back then.
That was
Michael Crichton, the writer of that book. I read some of his other stuff. Like, it's like crazy, like some of the things he does. And like, there's a book called Congo about these like killer apes and shit.
Oh my god!
Ooh.
Isn't that
I want to read that?
Terrible movie about it.
Yeah, it was a bad movie, but I read the book. I'm like, this is crazy. And then I looked up clips on YouTube. I'm like, of the movie. I'm like, no.
Bruce Campbell is in the first part of it.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, I've never seen a clip.
And even he couldn't save it.
Yeah.
Well, he was just a cameo on the beginning.
I like horror books, but I also like my mystery, drama, fantasy, sci-fi, and like a good mixture of stuff.
Has anybody read Stephen King's later novel?
Like just in general, like he's written a lot of stuff.
Well, no, the title of it's Later, and it's about this
Later.
kid. It's almost.
No, he's written so much crap. I don't know. Later.
Crap, okay.
I was thinking like fairy tale.
I know.
No.
The only thing I honestly love, like Stephen Kazia, all people love him. My only thing I really love by him is the Dark Tower series. And now that you said it, I have to reread it. And I don't really reread, but everything else I'm kind of like, I'm not really into horror, but Dark Tower is the.
Yeah, and I'm really not either. But when it comes to books, it's Dark Tower, and then when it comes to movies, I'm not that into horror either. But for some reason, I just really, I really connected with the Evil Dead movies, like the first 3. But past that, I'm like, a lot of horror just bores me.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's tough for me to read books that were adapted into movies that are well beloved. Like one day, I'm gonna have to sit my ass down and read The Shining and be like, forget about Kubrick, Nicholson, forget about that. Just
totally different experience.
It'd be almost impossible to do that, but
I know.
Yeah.
But I have it, and every time I look at my bookshelf, I'm just like,
is it a big book? I think it's pretty big, right?
It's big, Shining? But it's not level.
Shining.
As I recall.
Yeah.
It's not huge, but it's a lot. It's definitely more detailed.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
My book club next month, we do like themed months every month. And for April, we're doing like adaptation April. So like we voted on books that all have like a book or not a book that all have like a TV or movie adaptation. Yeah. And we picked to read Stardust by Neil Gaiman. Which I've never read or seen the movie. And I've actually never read a Neil Gaiman book, which like I can't believe like I've lived this long and I haven't read a Neil Gaiman book.
Never
read Neil Gaiman. But I'm really excited to like read and watch Stardust.
The movie's wonderful.
Yeah.
Neil Gaiman's best book that I've ever read is Neverwhere. Okay. That's my only one I really, really like from Stardust. Honestly, I like the movie more than the book.
Yeah.
I've heard people say that about Stardust, but I've heard it's like a really great movie though.
Matthew Vaughn, if I'm not mistaken or whatnot. I think he directed that movie.
Did he? Let's see.
I think so. It has De Niro, Pfeiffer, and I think a young Charlie Cox.
Yeah, I know the show.
Character.
That just reminded me because I had it was when No Way Home was coming out, and then you see Charlie Cox in the beginning of that movie. Everybody was like, "Ooh, Daredevil!" And then
Henry Cavill's in it.
So somebody behind me went, "It's the guy from Stardust." I'm like, "I'm amazed anyone here even knows about that movie."
Yeah, Matthew Vaughn directed. Yeah.
It was a great
Pre
movie.
Kick-Ass, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie, Robert De Niro, Michelle Pfeiffer, Charlie Cox, Henry Cavill, Peter O'Toole.
Henry Cavill,
Lawrence of Arabia, Peter O'Toole.
You would never know it's him either.
That's a stacked cast.
Superman and Daredevil in one movie,
and Henry Cavill is playing a part that you're like,
don't you mean Witcher? Yeah.
Are you sure?
He's no longer a Witcher either.
Well,
Yeah, I know. Like I for that, I'm gonna have to check that out. Adaptation April, Because I remember when I saw Annihilation and there was a book. I was like, I gotta go get the book. And I saw the cover. I'm like, oh, cool. But then I'm like, it's the same thing with The Shining. I'm like, I'm not gonna. I can't ignore the music. I can't not see Natalie Portman. And even though I heard that it's different than what the movie did.
Natalie Portman, you can't forget Natalie Portman. Come on now.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do? You're breaking my heart.
There's only
Let
one
you go,
movie.
Anakin.
There's only one movie that I like where I like Natalie Portman's role, and like there's movies that I like with her in it, but those are
Thor: Love and Thunder,
not because of her.
To be fair, I would make the argument she's the best part of that movie.
Yeah, she is.
The only movie that I like her performance in actually is a movie called Brothers. It's got Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh yeah.
I always wanted to see that. I never watched.
Leon the Professional.
That is one of Tobey Maguire's best roles, honestly.
Yes.
Like outside of like Spider-Man and stuff, he acts his ass off in that movie.
Brothers. Okay.
Also, when he's emo Spider-Man.
Oh, you can tell he was having the time of his
your
life. He was just having the time of his life. Like it's funny when you think about that too, because like the whole thing where they do that montage, he had to do that with no music and stuff behind him. So just walking down the street and doing finger guns with no sounds behind you, you got to imagine how awkward.
Sometimes you got to imagine your own shit.
Yeah, and you know, they're good at that. That's how they make it work.
I like how Alex is in the darkness right now.
Yeah,
complete dark.
I'm just waiting for singing Sound of Silence.
Diggle's dumb helmet manufacturer. He was so stupid.
Oh man,
that is a classic joke. Oh my god.
Hey, speaking of, hey, you know, we were talking about Magneto earlier. I didn't know it wasn't Diggle.
God, that's hilarious.
Oh, do you still have that picture, by the way?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's take it.
Man. Oh god.
This isn't too much. This isn't too bright.
Oh, that's good. That's better.
I'm good.
I got it. Truly.
I was like, you're not on the East Coast.
No, he's in.
I was like, I saw daylight. I'm like,
West Coast boy. That's for sure.
Magneto Diggle.
Wow.
It brings back memories of me past.
Oh yeah, the good old days.
It looks like what Luke Cage's I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but season 1, there's an antagonist to Luke Cage that wears a helmet as well.
Oh yeah,
and it reminds me a little bit of that. And
honestly, when I saw it, it reminded me like yes, Magneto, but then the next thing I thought of was Judge Dredd. I'm like, why does it look like that? It took him all of Arrow to actually get a good costume because it wasn't until the last season that he did.
It took forever.
Yeah,
poor Diggle, poor boy.
Yeah, poor guy, and then he got freaking denied. This is so hilarious. So somebody made this poem where they assigned like Arrowverse characters to a planet and made like a really poetic thing about them. Mm-hmm. And they put Diggle with Saturn, and the first line was Saturn slowly loses its rings. I'm like, well, Diggle lost his ring.
Hey-o. He did lose his ring. Alex, did you come up with all that stuff at the end or no? You're like,
oh, I mean,
you dropped off.
I think when Arrow finished, I was kind of finished. That's pretty good.
I was kind of finished.
Yeah.
I was done.
That's when I stopped watching it live, and I didn't see anything else live again until the last Flash season.
Oh, not a real fan. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Stick with it.
Fake as hell.
You didn't stick with the peak. Come on, man.
Exposure.
Yeah, I stopped whenever it became Power Rangers and they were fighting with lightsabers.
Last episode my wife watched was that one, that finale. Yeah.
And I'm not even joking when I say this.
No, I remember it.
I think I told you, Chainsaw, but I saw Akasan's thumbnail to that reaction episode, and I thought he had photoshopped it. I was like, no, that's not real. I think I told him, like, did you Photoshop that? Like, no, dude, that's the fucking episode.
It's
I was
real.
Like, all of it. It's all real. It's not true.
I wish I would have recorded my face when I was seeing it. I was like, is this happening? This is happening, right? Like I wasn't watching live then, but
yeah, and that's the same question I asked myself as that show kept getting wilder and wilder. I'm like, okay, this is happening.
like,
Did you know they made Arrow and Flash books?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, they made little like in between like season novels.
Other ones as well. Like they had like offshoot novels that were kind of connected, but not really. I read them.
Yeah, because then they retconned stuff later on because what's his name? I think Bronze Tiger died in one of them, and then he gets brought back on later. So you can tell a lot of that stuff was either not canon at all or
that might have been a comic or something.
Yeah,
Suicide Squad, Bronze Tiger.
Yeah, Suicide Squad. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I remember buying those books a year ago because I found like it's like something Viper, Arrow, something, and then the Flash. Like it was a duology book, and I'm like, I bought those years ago. I'm like, I need to read those, and so I did.
Yeah, I have not actually read those yet. I've been meaning to.
You need to, if you're a real fan.
I mean, especially I've been writing Arrow stuff, right?
Your Arrow fanfic.
I've always liked the tie-in stuff.
Are you adding romance? I'm joking.
Don't add romance. Please don't.
Maybe one.
This is not Arrow Season 4 2.0.
No, please don't do it.
Chainsaw wants more fantasy, less 50 Shades.
That's right.
Yeah, please. I don't want. No. I don't need it.
The only reason 50 Shades exists is because Twilight was a thing.
And my wife is into that shit.
And that was a thing.
Yeah.
Not the girl.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? That if Robert Pattinson wouldn't have had that downfall, he probably wouldn't be Batman right now.
That's true.
Fair
It took
point.
him a long time to become a bat, but I mean,
yeah, he's like the worst vampire ever. It took him 12 years to be a bat.
Look, they forced me to watch it, and I saw him step in the sun, and I was like, okay, he's gonna start smoking, like like vampires do. And he started to sparkle, and I went,
what?
I'm in the wrong movie.
Yeah.
Just in the
wrong vampire movie.
There's this picture somebody posted.
There
was this picture someone posted of the two of them and said how we all wanted Twilight to end. It's just the two of them sitting in the meadow with Wesley Snipes' blade behind them.
I don't know why this was so interesting. So Alex and Zoranne were both turning towards each other at the same time while they're like doing stuff and they're facing each other. And I'm like, what do they do? Like they're like looking at each other like,
are they cooking or something?
My cat's doing some sus stuff. So
and then her dog's doing stuff.
Dog, yeah.
That's true. We got to watch out for animals.
Oh, so maybe animals are conspiring.
Oh my god!
He's sitting right next to
He's
you.
actually he's my friend's dog. I'm watching him for the week. This is Marzano, everyone.
So does
I like the tomato.
Does Marzano take over the TikTok account when you're,
Well, Marzano's only been here for like 3 hours, so we don't know yet. He might.
Okay, the dog. Look at that. It's just looking at it. It's like
Hi, son.
Yeah, honestly, I'm amazed he's sitting still.
Yeah, he's a very good boy.
We're balloon.
Like I love the fact that was recorded. How because when she moved the camera, it was just like perfect. She's like, "What's up?"
She's just like here.
Wait, I'm gonna send this to his mom. He'll like this. Marzano.
Oh,
there we go.
Looking at our soul.
He's getting sad.
Oh my god!
Adorable.
Okay, we're getting dog obscenities on stream right now.
Yeah, inappropriate.
YouTube can't support this.
No.
Yeah, YouTube's like no.
No, and then we're just canceled.
Oh yeah, they are making a Twilight animated TV show.
Oh yeah, I didn't know it was animated.
It's animated.
I just heard it was.
I think is it Netflix? I think.
I would not be surprised if it was Netflix.
It's always Netflix.
Or AMC. They're doing the interview with the vampire. So
anything
Can
anymore.
we just skip the really awkward part with the baby, please? Can we just skip that?
So it's going to be a whole TV series of everyone staring at each other?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
longingly staring at each other for 30 minutes.
Let's go.
Can we just skip the really awkward part about the baby?
No, we have to. No, that's gonna be like a whole 3-episode arc.
That's a whole season.
That's a whole season. They're gonna make a special movie tying in specifically about that.
How is that ever gonna pass?
It'll pass. Don't worry about it.
Gina, do you remember when they kept saying that if the Dark Tower movie does good, we'll do a TV show that follows it up and whatnot? And I always heard that concept. I'm like, do it, try it out, see if it works out and whatnot. And then
then
that movie happened, and then it just...
Look at that hair, boy. Holy crap.
To be honest with you, it should never have been a movie. It should have just been a series.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping one day, I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I am hopeful because it needs it. It's got a lot of stuff. You'll see once you read it. You'll be like, this could be a movie.
Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of good to have that optimism because one of the things in this title we thought would never happen, and it's here. So
that's true. So, you never know. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I mean, you can really never say never anymore because we live in a world where
Justin Bieber.
You had Toby and Andrew come back after 15 years, and Michael Keaton came back after 30 years. So you can really never say never.
And then never say never. Like, dude, the movie you were in didn't do well. No, it's over. Oh. Michael, you're done. Okay, now the dog is taking over. That's what's happening. Oh,
change topic.
But you want dog butt?
He's just like, why aren't you talking to me?
It's just his world, and I'm living in it.
Yep.
Is he going to start reading books now? Since he's over there for a week?
We'll see. I'm not sure. I feel like he's still getting the hang of this new environment. He was very nervous earlier. He got a new bone, and then he was fine. And then I put Bluey on for him, and he didn't watch it.
Oh, missing out on dog.
And I was the one watching Bluey, which I didn't hate.
Try X-Men. Maybe he'd be a fan.
Yeah, watch X-Men 97. There you go.
97. I mean,
if he starts like flapping book pages with his tail, I'm just gonna be done.
Or give him a book on how to take down cats. He'll probably get really invested in that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if he knows any cats. He's an only dog. So
Alex, I would hide your cat for a while.
Yeah,
Alex, I was about to. You hear that? Yeah.
What? The cat's like, what? The cat
he's literally like staring at me behind the TV. Like,
yeah,
dude.
What are you talking about me?
It was so funny because living with both a cat and dog, that's what it was when I was a teenager. Cat hated dog. I remember because like the day we got it, cat runs in my room, ears perked back, and the look on his face basically said, "What the hell is that thing, and what is it doing here?" and
Tom and Jerry.
And because the cats were they didn't have their front claws, so the dog didn't really register that it was twice the size of them. Like, kept trying to get down onto their level and play with them. Every time the dog would get in close, cat would take its declawed paw and just smack him. And it would just sound like a pop over and over because he didn't have claws. That's what it sounded like.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I used to have 2 dogs and a rooster in my house.
Okay.
And I remember one day, again, I didn't think about it. I was young.
Never needed an alarm clock.
No. I just remember one morning, it was a day off or school. There was no school. And I just sitting out there and, Pancho, the rooster, was just walking about. And I see the dogs just looking at him. And I was just like, this is bound to start some shit. I don't know what's going to go down. I go away. I come back out. And the rooster's chasing the dogs and whatnot.
Oh, no.
I was like, oh, no.
Did the rooster survive this encounter?
Yeah, no, yeah. He's with my uncle right now. Probably had so many kids now. But yeah, he survived. We make sure that the animals went to people that cared them when we couldn't hold them anymore.
Okay. Doesn't say, Jordan, what are you looking at over there? You're fixated on something.
Trying to find an image.
Breaking news.
Of because I have a small dog named Lucy. Tiny little kind of mixed Rottweiler. Not Rottweiler. A terrier mix. With Chihuahua, like that's the actual. I was thinking about there was a story about some guy with Rottweilers or whatever. I was thinking about that. Very tiny. Bring her over here to her mom's house. They have 3 giant lab dogs, 3 times her size. Basically, she's tiny. So the dogs come in after getting outside. Because we bring her in, first time meeting, she's there. The dogs come in from outside. They don't see her right away. And as soon as they do, they start screaming and chase her.
Oh, no.
So she runs to the back of the house, and she's going through the kitchen, which is a linoleum floor.
Mm-hmm.
She craps on the floor while she's running because she's that scared of them.
No.
Like mid-run, she's
yeah. Like as soon as the dogs, one of them turned and saw her, they started screaming, crap, immediately.
Wow.
While she's running, yeah. They're fine now. They're fine now.
I mean, that's talent. I'm just saying, to crap as you go. I mean, you're running it.
The cat's like, I have opinions on this.
The cat is like, he's like staring into my soul right now.
This is the one that was staring going.
He's taking over the world when you sleep. You don't know.
You don't know, man.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
I don't want to bring the mood down, but just seeing the cat, it made my heart shrink a little bit because I just thought about the Sandman episode, season 1 with the cats in the animated episode. It's a beautiful episode, and I was just like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I was just like, oh no.
My dad is still mad at me about that. I still haven't seen the Sandman.
Me neither. Speaking of the Sandman, he's going to come to my house tonight and probably put me to sleep, Johnny Bravo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Arrivederci.
Either that or he's...
Buongiorno. Yo.
What's up, man?
How you doing? I don't know why I'm so zoomed in on my webcam right now. But
yeah, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
I really don't know.
He was watching the Lakers.
You're really zoomed in.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's so zoomed in.
Yeah,
it wasn't working when
over there.
It wasn't working earlier?
My webcam wasn't working, but it's working. Just zoomed in.
Well, I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess.
I guess they want to make sure you're in.
Yeah, I'm the star of the show, I guess.
Clear view. Is that why you're on the bottom? I'm kidding.
Make sure you're in full quality HD.
You look like the Brady Bunch right now.
We get 2 more show up.
Yeah.
Story.
Bunch it up. That's right.
Running, I gotta look down at you like this, and you gotta look up at me.
Yeah.
Just gonna start singing that Marvel song.
Stop making noise.
Oh God, I think they had that on. Oh God, what movie was it? I think the second Shrek movie where they had a bunch of screens.
Oh yeah,
were,
that's the DVD thing or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like a whole fourth wall break where they're like, "What kind of title is this?" And then they make a bunch of donkey parody titles of movies that are already released.
Oh yeah.
And for some reason, just going back and watching that, it's a lot more funny than it was 20 years ago. Which that movie is 20 years old.
I think there was one joke. One joke said Shrek 2, the real Jackass movie.
Yeah, I remember that one. I do remember that one specifically.
That was funny.
Yeah, that movie's 20 this year.
So
is Spider-Man 2 and The Incredibles.
Oh man,
I'm just
Incredibles.
Right
I still remember watching Shrek 2. They had the bonus features and they had the American Idol.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes.
that was my shit. I love that.
I know it was the best.
Is it
Far Away Idol? That shit was crazy.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Was I imagining stuff as a kid, or was there a segment where they stopped to a Burger King in Shrek 2?
I think it was.
It was the Godmother and the Prince, wasn't it? That they were ordering food and whatnot.
No, it was it wasn't a Burger King. It was their own little restaurant within that continuity. I can't remember what it was called.
Oh yeah.
I think it was kind of a parody of Fat Boys, which was a thing at the time.
You want to feel really old, man? A web came out.
Yeah, damn.
I would have been fine if it didn't come out at all.
I like how that's the first thing he comments after
of course it is.
Lurking for an hour. He's like,
oh damn, we've been here for an hour already.
We've been here for an hour.
Time flies.
Time flies when you're struggling.
Yeah, when you're.
That's why I feel so old.
Yeah, time flies whenever you're having to run it with just 2 people for a while.
I was wondering, I bet Alex forgot because I was like,
I dropped out because my internet is just hey, you can play games, no fucking problem. But as soon as you get in here, sorry, it's oh my God. Please.
Yeah, mine did that to me too. Except with mine, whenever my power goes out, I have a frozen shot of me, and then there's a second screen of me that pops up, so there's 2 of me.
Well, can't only have one.
Yeah, you got stuck with this one.
Stuck with all of it. I like how the cat's still hanging out. Just lick it up.
Aww.
Oh
yeah,
shit! What are you? What was that, Johnny?
I fixed it.
You fixed your web. How'd you do that? You switched your PS5.
I had to go to my PS5 capture card for a second.
Oh wow!
Here, guys. Hey, look.
Hey, let's
look. It's Fortnite.
Let's go.
Play some Helldivers. Let's do it. Come on.
Democracy. Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw
Fight for democracy, boy.
Oh, let's play this game. This game.
The broken game.
That game works.
So I don't know if anybody saw this.
Wait,
but
he's
starting.
He's just playing Helldivers.
Oh God, he's going to Helldivers. No,
for democracy, brother.
The brother.
He's literally me right now.
Yeah, I think starting in April, they're putting all of the Spider-Man movies back out into theaters on limited releases. I don't know if anyone saw that or has any plans for it.
I didn't know that, but I'm going.
Yeah,
every Monday.
Yeah, Yeah, I can
If
send
I'm
you
not in
the
combat, I'll go
the
see.
dates that they're going to theaters if you want.
If I'm not in
Please,
combat.
please do.
I know the first one is the 9th of April.
Oh my god.
Yes, please do. And that's me.
Okay.
I can't believe he's actually doing it.
What is he doing?
He's playing Helldivers.
I'm trying to block
No
my
time
mind
for
from
rest,
what's going
bro.
on down here.
Leroy Jenkins.
Zoranne, I'm not talking about you. I meant further down.
Oh no, I know.
He doesn't say no. I'm not trying to block my mind from you.
No.
All right. Just be like, can't
Oh,
listen,
come on, man.
can't listen.
I like how with the Spider-Man, you're like, yeah, if I'm not busy in a fight right now, I'm not in a war.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Chainsaw joined me playing Helldivers, and he's like, "Oh, have you seen this?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, no, I just don't have time right now." I was like, "Oh right, well you have time to fight for democracy." And I was like, "Sorry, all right, sorry."
It's priorities, you know.
Dude, what level are you right now, Alex?
I'm
What level are
see,
you?
what is that picture?
40.
You're level 40.
Oh wow, okay, you're a commander. Okay,
Like, man, you got a lot of time.
I'm a fucking grunt.
I work a lot, but my schedule changed, so I work early in the mornings, and then my girlfriend doesn't get off till way later. So I get home and I'm just like, all right.
You can be productive reading a book, cleaning the house.
I did read a book.
But no, you're like,
What's
I'm
more
gonna
productive
fight.
than fighting a war against those alien scum?
Fair point.
You gotta destroy them.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, of course.
Only good bug is a dead bug to me.
That's what I'm saying. Hell yeah, baby.
When you said that, I heard the spit and tobacco being shot out of your mouth. Yeah.
Sweet liberty.
Sweet.
What is that picture beside you? I can't see it. I'm
What
trying to
picture?
make out what it is.
We got a Persona 5 like holographic.
Oh, okay.
You're cool.
Nice.
Oh, thanks. I try.
Yeah. Speaking of Persona, I got so my sister has this tiny little amiibo collection that she has going right now, and I got her an amiibo for Joker since he was in Smash Brothers.
Oh my god! I literally have. Will I not fuck you up? Little Joker.
Ooh, nice.
Android.
You must have flipped when they announced him for Super Smash. Or did you get into it afterwards?
I've always kind of been into it, but the people around me definitely play a lot more of that than I do. So then it just felt like I was always just losing, and I had a lot more games I wanted to play. So it was just like, oh well.
That's pretty much my exact experience with it.
Yeah,
John,
it's fun. It's great.
John, are you pulling a Phil right now where you're playing games but being here on stream?
I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
Yeah, I just want to know if you're playing a game right now.
No,
Okay,
I closed the app.
Good cover.
Good cover.
Good cover.
Good
What?
cover.
Hey,
Like you were
I
very
I got the receipts. Look,
Say you were
No after
something there.
I'm a
Hey
good.
Jake, I sent my IG in the chat so this way for those dates for the Spider-Man.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, it's
Cool.
like every Monday.
Oh, that
Something
makes me
like
even happier.
Yeah.
But I think it's only like one. It's only one day, and then it's gone.
Yeah, just one day.
And not every place is getting it. He's playing his Switch. I don't think he
that
has a
was in my luck
Switch.
to be like totally
No,
not where I
I get
am.
my DS.
Oh shit! Well,
I don't know if you have like either an AMC or not AMC, well, either like an AMC or an
Regal.
AMStar, something like that near you, then
Regal,
those will probably be showing it.
Okay.
yeah, I don't have. It's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah. Mine is like 45 minutes from me, but
Don't tempt me.
No one has to know. No one has to
Keep
know,
them down
Johnny.
low.
I'm gonna send an invite.
Literally, Chainsaw's like, "Welcome, guys," and everybody's just like playing Helldivers on the.
No,
The stallion is always open for more passengers.
when we started, it was just me and him. We were like, let's just jump into it. No one's here. We don't know what to
It
do.
would be funny if we all like just did an episode and we all had our PS5s and we were just switching over and just showing that instead of us and just like, here's all of our perspectives of playing as games.
That would
I could literally
so
just
much.
mute my mic and we could just have gameplay at the bottom of the stream for no reason.
Yeah.
Oh, let's get some Subway Surfers so people can pay.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Hey, some Subway Surfers and then Temple Run. Come on.
Let's go.
Who says we don't?
Come on, Gore,
I
catch
feel
up.
really left out.
Kumbaya.
I don't really play
No,
games.
don't Phil. You don't play video
Like,
games?
Kumbaya.
Here,
You don't
I
play
got
video
something.
Oh,
Here, I got something.
no.
Oh,
Well,
damn.
no, I recently started getting back into. I played Mario. I like to play Mario Galaxy.
Team Uno.
Okay.
Did you start
Mario Galaxy. That's good. Mario Galaxy.
dude.
I don't know. So my fiance has the Switch, and then sometimes I'll play like Mario Galaxy. and I'll like listen to an audiobook.
Oh yeah, they did.
But he's like the gamer. I'm the reader. He's the gamer.
So
he likes to play Helldivers.
Oh, okay, perfect. He's fighting for democracy. Do you support him in fighting for democracy?
I mean, sure, but it wasn't great at first. No, listen, it wasn't great at first because like when Helldivers first launched and like the servers were like overflowed and he like couldn't get into a game, was not a great time in our house. He was very frustrated.
I imagine not.
No, did you try to help him through this dark time where he could not fight for democracy?
Through the dark time?
No.
I mean, democracy never sleeps. I can understand why he was upset.
He didn't need my help.
It's a real soldier.
No, because then he would just like go play a different game that made him like infinitely more angry. He would go play like CS:GO.
Jesus!
I've had that issue with FIFA with my friends, and we're like, all right, we'll just play 2 out of 3, just two matches. You see who gets there, and then we get to him, we're like, motherfucker, no, we're going to 5 out of 7, whatnot, and then one of us has to walk off and be like, dude, go cool off, don't.
Yeah, play some Call of Duty right now, boy.
Wait, what does Kino mean? Kino.
Kino?
In the little chat
Android,
thing.
I don't know. Gore, what is? I don't know what Kino means.
I don't know. Maybe mistypes and meant to say king. I don't know.
Kino der Turton from.
That makes a lot of sense. Hey, don't step on it.
Wait,
I don't get you again.
He was about to start walking on that keyboard.
It was funny.
It says the act of making flirtatious physical contact with a person of sexual interest.
Google it.
Wow.
It'd be faster if you typed it.
What? Okay.
What's going on? He's playing Call of Duty right now.
Oh wait, I gotta update. I gotta restart it. My bad.
Uncalled.
Yeah, Alex, you just reminded me. Like whenever I would go to set up for some sort of recording, whenever I had my 2 cats, whenever I would go, like they could sit perfectly still for hours and hours on end. Then as soon as I start recording or doing something like a Let's Play, it's like they immediately want to leave. It's like because they're just disrupted. It's like get me out of here. And I tried to have them like on a stream one time because like there was one that was on my bed behind me, and I kind of have like a live mascot thing going on. Then as soon as I did that, she was like, "Get me out of here!" and then jumped off my lap, and then my entire headset got brought down. I'm like, "Well, great."
Oh my god! Literally, like, I had my phone connected to my charger on my PlayStation, and a cat jumps up in my lap, and he's just like, do, and I was like, all right, you got to move around. He's like, well, if you're gonna move me like that, I'm fucking out of here. And as he jumps, just tangled in wires, and my phone's like, like across the room. I'm like, dude, how do you do that?
Oh, switch back, boy. I want to see that. I'm gonna pull up full screen.
What is that thing behind?
Kiss my feet, brother.
Johnny.
Wait, Johnny, what is that thing behind you?
Cool.
What thing behind me?
There was like a tiny head behind him. What was that?
We've had this discussion a million times. It's Maurice, dog.
May 9th, ship and shatter.
He actually says that. There's no audio for it, but you
My Dune. That's funny.
Well, this escalated.
This is a funny thing to do this, but for the first time on Council, Shane is here. Welcome.
Hi, Shane.
Hey, Shane.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Hanging out, man.
Pretty good.
Playing Call of Duty.
We're being sponsored by.
He's playing Call of Duty.
We're being sponsored by Call of Duty.
I didn't know you could do this. This is funny.
I didn't either.
No. The only problem is he can't have his own camera on though at the same time.
Yeah, you just gotta imagine my reactions.
I'm
the
only one that
picturing them now.
Yeah, I'm the only one that can duplicate myself.
Of course. And now he's gonna play a match as Austin Butler. If only it was Elvis and not.
Okay, but no, have you been seeing
the Elvis voice the whole match?
Of Austin's voice.
He's like,
yeah, it's bad.
What do we think we should do? Like, it's the big. I don't really know much.
Oh, the Baron, the Baron.
Yeah, and he's like, what do you think we should do? And he's like, I think it'll be all right if we get him. Like,
oh yeah, Elvis. He does the Elvis.
Like, just so good.
Like, he's just a lot of mumbling.
Did you see it, Zoranne? Did you see Dune Part 2? Did you see it?
Of course.
Okay. Did you love it? Did you love it?
Straight up, and this is not a dramatization. I had not felt some way about a movie since like watching Lord of the Rings for the first time. Like I thought it was like freaking incredible.
I missed what you said because there was what movie did you say?
Dune Part 2.
No, I watching Dune Part 2 felt like watching Lord of the Rings for the first time. It was just like that like cinematic experience, and like you were just like witnessing like excellence. I don't know. It was like It was just, I don't know.
Now, did you love Madam Web more than Dune Part 2?
I didn't see Madam Web. It didn't seem like it was worth
good choice.
Like the gasoline in my car or $12 for a movie ticket.
Oh,
just save gas.
All right.
Did you guys?
Johnny, let's do it. Come on, Johnny.
Cool.
We're actually doing this.
This isn't Mario Galaxy.
It could be. Yeah, Mario just got a kill for on Koopa. There you go.
Look, when I get furniture, and again, I'm playing Mortal Kombat, and you won, and you guys, I have to beat somebody.
Hey, Johnny, when you get a kill, do the Mario.
Yeah,
I got you. Yeah.
Okay, so Gina, I'll be honest with you, Gina. I have not been invested in a Mortal Kombat game since 9.
Really?
Yeah.
I
played 10 and I played 10. I played 11, but 9 was the last one I cared about.
Okay, so you haven't touched 1.
No, I haven't.
I saw the trailer. I saw some of the gameplay, and I'm like, I have to at least try it. I just have to try it.
That's fair. I don't know. I mean, I was invested into the story with 9, and this isn't really a spoiler because 10 like flat out says this.
10 tells you
when all the good characters get killed at the end. And like, really, this is how they're doing it? And then, like, I don't know. The story hasn't been good since like early days, like Part 4.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. The story kind of went to.
And then like 5 through 8 is just like this like middling mediocre bunch of games that no one really remembers.
Yeah, you have to really you have to be an avid Mortal Kombat to remember those.
Yeah, like you have to do that to even know what a game like Deadly Alliance is.
Exactly.
I'm just watching Johnny just
getting shit on. Yeah,
somebody did the
I'm
same
loving
thing.
the gun.
Yeah,
somebody was playing Tekken or one on. Somebody was just like, "I'm just watching him. I want to see what he's doing."
For having conversation, he's just killing noobs. Yeah, just mowing them down.
I was gonna say, if we suddenly got Tekken on here now, that would be my time to shine.
Well, yeah, time to shine.
Did you? Speaking of time to shine, did you guys see what Sydney Sweeney? I was gonna say that
Sweeney Todd.
No.
Yeah.
What Sydney Sweeney had said about why she chose to do Man Web.
Oh, she.
I did see that.
Because of the foundation relationship for Sony and whatnot, and like part of me was like, because of that I got to do Anyone But You or that one movie she's doing about being a nun and whatnot. And I saw that and I was like, you know what? It's a choice to go down that route with that movie and how it turned out. Listen, Al-Gaib. But I was like, I commend her for that because I'm like, I don't know if people would have done that, and she's producing now, so I give kudos to her in that respect.
It kind of made me think of the angle that they would take in WWE, like whenever they would bring somebody that's kind of like a new up and comer into the whole thing. They would often have them lose on their first entry, but it gets their name out there into the world.
Your co-host is back.
Wait, what is it?
Her co-host is back.
Oh, the dog. Okay,
he was there for that. So, Shane, question. Without going to spoilers, X-Men 97. I know you did a video on it. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Because Gina has not seen it, so no spoilers, but thoughts I'd like to know, because I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it as well. I think it might honestly be the best show Disney Plus has on their platform. And I'm someone that has barely seen the original series in the 90s. It was not really my jam. I was more of a Spider-Man and Batman guy.
That's fair.
I loved it. I loved it how certain characters have like character development that people that did watch the show back in the 90s might be going through in their lives right now. So I just thought it was a perfect mix of nostalgia and like new age kind of stuff as well.
I'm very excited.
Awesome.
Great.
I'm so excited. I can't.
It gets me very excited to see what Feige does with the live action X-Men for sure.
Yeah, Jenny, you're gonna have a good time.
I'm so excited.
I like to give everyone in the
I want to go and watch it now, but I promise to watch reaction tomorrow. So I'm like, I can't, but I want to.
That's spoiler. I'm just kidding. It's not.
Oh, he could have. That's episode 3. He goes back.
That's episode 3.
You're back in, Alex. What happened?
I'm guessing it's his internet.
Yeah.
Johnny's still playing.
Johnny's still playing.
I'm glad I didn't miss that.
They're trying to turn the game around and playing that.
That is a very Dune gun that he's got right there.
It is a very Dune.
But yeah, Gina, I think
so.
Once
You guys
you
are
watch
gonna be free to talk X-Men because I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
because I'm working the 9 to 5 in the morning. But
thank you for being here.
Okay, yeah,
Thank you.
Enjoy 97, but also be aware that some stuff might hit home. I know it hit home for me.
Okay, so be prepared to cry.
Oh yeah.
Prepared.
Oh yeah.
And then like I will send you the dates for that Spider-Man stuff.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Good meeting you.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Who was that?
Who was that?
I don't know who that
Now
was.
I'm on the
Who
bottom.
was that?
Ooh. And now Johnny's in the middle fucking.
Johnny's like this Florida. It just says defeat in the middle.
Now I'm just getting publicly embarrassed more than
No,
my
it's
own
like as
team.
soon as Gina leaves, and somehow as soon as Gina leaves, Johnny just dies.
Yeah.
I'm not the son of Gaib.
I just got the old Mario death sound effect in my head where it's like
Don't show the stats.
Don't show the stats.
Don't show the stats.
Don't show both.
I promise I'm a pro gamer. I promise.
The real stream is just below average COD gameplay.
Yeah, no, like why is that not in the title?
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, I just didn't know you could do that. Well, it makes sense.
I didn't know I could do it either, so now I'm just gonna start. Shit, you want to see some Fortnite?
If you want to.
Let's boot up right now.
I've only played one single match in that game, still to this day.
It was so funny when me and Johnny were playing. Busy was in there just chatting whatever in the Discord call, and then Jake joined like, "Hey man, we're doing teams on Fortnite." He's like, "What?" And we're just messing with him. Like, yeah, man, we're like Diamond 14 or whatever fucking rank. Like, just making up bullshit.
Yeah,
Like,
I played one game like 5-6 years ago just because my brother would not shut up about. He kept trying to get me on. I'm like, all right, so New Year's, I finally booted the thing up, played it. I played one match. I won the only match I played. I won it. He was losing his mind beside me. He's like, "How the hell did you do that? You had no idea what you were doing." I said, "Okay, we're done." And then I just called it there.
Yeah, I don't like Fortnite. It's not my thing.
What rank did I remember when to be proud of me?
Well, I mean,
when you're going to be proud of me? What rank do I have to hit in ranked?
Yeah. What level does Johnny have to get to for you to appreciate him and respect him?
97.
Over 9,000.
Okay, well that's not how Fortnite works.
I know.
Fortnite is one that way.
I wish I could. Actually, wait. I think I can see my career level. Hold on, wait.
Yeah, this happened like last week.
I mean, I have been enjoying Fortnite.
It's so humble. So humble.
Jesus.
It's just funny whenever you see like all these popular characters from other medias that show up in Fortnite.
Oh, I'm account level almost 1,500.
You're gonna have so many kids that are like, "Hey, it's the guy from Fortnite." Whenever they see them on literally anything else, it's like, no,
stop it.
What characters do you have?
What is that?
You got Travis Scott.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, don't dance. Come on now. Oh.
I have that one too.
Oh, wait. Where's the thingy? Oh yeah, there we go.
What the hell? That is the.
Oh, I know who to be. I know who to be. Hold on. I know who to be.
Oh, Venom.
Jeez.
Venom.
God, he has so many characters.
Will Smith.
Jesus.
Michael.
Will Smith. Who else?
God, I wish Mike Tyson was in this.
We got Silky LeBron.
Oh,
LeBron James.
Master Cheeks.
Wait, why is that one Spider-Man costume labeled as black suit when it's clearly not black?
Oh, that Black Panther suit. Look at that. Like,
Black suit.
like the suit's
He almost got exposed, but he's like, no, look.
The thumbnail's not. Wait.
Boy.
Phoenix Shan. Nice. Miguel.
That's cool.
Patsy.
I spend way too much money on this game.
It's a problem.
So you have to buy all these skins?
Johnny pays to win.
You gotta buy all these skins.
Oh wait, hold on. I got Dwayne the Cock Johnson. Hold on.
Oh no, Black Adam.
What's his quote from the DCU? The power of something's about to change.
The
hierarchy of power.
The hierarchy of Fortnite has changed.
The amount of times I heard the word hierarchy leading up to that movie, it's like, can you shut up, please?
Was that Oppenheimer? Am I fucking stupid?
Oppenheimer?
Am I stupid?
Michael Myers?
No.
Oppenheimer.
No, it's Indy.
Yeah, he's basically Oppenheimer.
I think we destroy the world.
I mean, Oppenheimer, Indy, same thing. I love how that's preset 69.
Now I like the wait. That ain't said Batfleck. Go back. Or is
that's not Batfleck.
No, it's not. It's kind of
At least the picture's not.
I tell myself it's Batfleck, so I sleep better at night.
Gobby.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Fish thick. Look at this beefy boy.
Woo!
Yeah.
Do
they have
Gold Gyms membership?
Now I see they have
coffee.
Now I see they have Ahsoka, but do they have the Ahsoka from the animated or just
it's Rosario?
Wait, Peter Griffin is in this? Oh my god!
Oh yeah. Nice.
Ooh, man, he's been hitting.
Lois, I'm in fucking Fortnite.
Blasphemy!
Holy crap!
And then we got the greatest artist on the planet, The Weeknd.
They're cool, man.
You had to buy those skins.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not proud. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it.
I was like, there's some that are in the battle pass,
Yeah,
but there's some that you legitimately have to buy.
Yeah, Johnny, I think you have a problem.
I do. This is where my COVID money went.
Well, I mean, of course he has a problem. He's on this show. He has a problem. Of course, he's here.
I'm a streamer.
Oh, we all had to get through lockdown somehow.
Someone said it that kids now see these iconic pop culture figures, but they think to Fortnite and not the original work they did. I remember talking to someone about Aliens at work, and I was like, "Oh, we was the best and whatnot." I remember just some kid being like, "Oh, the lady from Fortnite," and I just went, "Oh,
what?"
Hey,
it became real.
I know that's cringe. But I have the hope that maybe that makes them want to check out what it is. Actually,
I hope.
That's our hope.
That's a good thing to hope for.
Yeah. But then again, I don't know if some of the young age will be like, this looks like cheap stuff back in the 80s. Why did people love this stuff?
I thought you were going to say that this is like Cheeks.
I thought
no.
That's too
Cheeks, bro.
They'll look at it and be like, bad effects, outdated, outdated.
Yeah.
CGI.
I have friends who love the prequels, but they say, yeah, man, OG trilogy is cool, but I don't know. Those people like those graphics, they like those models, and I just give them the look, be like,
dying inside.
It's like dying inside.
Yeah. But then again, to each their own.
That's crazy. I remember like my aunt had the original VHSs. Those were like, just seeing that after all I knew was the prequels, and I'm just like, I mean, it is incredibly jarring, but like,
you just had your mind blown.
Absolutely.
It's shocked how much I didn't
hard to do that for him though.
Oh no.
I mean, when I showed up to California, I'm like, we were trying to trick him and Brittany to show up, and they're like, "Yeah, we know he's here. I mean, he's coming in." On this day. Like he knew. He's like, we try to surprise." He's like, "No."
Oh yeah, because wasn't Brianna filming that whole thing?
Yeah. It wasn't a surprise.
No surprises here.
Oh,
but you will be surprised when I show up in that wonderful state that you're in now, won't you?
If you do show up, you better let me know, boy.
Oh, of course I will. Of course I will.
Yeah, no, he left this state just to get away from me.
I mean, literally, I am next to Johnny now, so I am closer to you now, Johnny. I don't know where you are, but I'll find you.
What is this? A scene from a Taken movie?
Well,
what?
No, it's the Taken that got uploaded to a website.
You don't want to know.
Jason has a particular set of skills.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
And he will find you.
I keep track of everybody who's ever been on the show. I know where you are at all times. I have a tracker. I got a chip on you. Sorry you found it this way, Shane, but yeah, you have a tracker on you now. I know where you all are. It's okay.
Nope, not saying that.
I know.
Not saying that. I'll say it later.
Say it later.
Yeah, I'll say it later.
Him, rat boy.
It's an awful coffee pant.
Sorry,
I didn't do it.
It's a very specific joke.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Not a very good joke.
40 cuts to get up a fence. Yes. Or more
Cinema.
like taking a bite out of a Taco Bell burrito is like 40 different takes. Yeah.
Hey man, Taco Bell burritos. There's something else.
My wife retried the grilled cheese burrito and she didn't like it.
Really?
She's a hater.
That's a crime.
It's like one of the best things there.
She's a hater.
It's so good.
It really is.
That should be punishable by something. I don't know by what, but it's pretty good.
Okay, whatever happened to the quesarito though? That's the criminal. That's
I
criminal.
love the quesarito.
It's so
quesarito
good.
is so good.
I don't know. And then they made it to where you could only get it if you ordered online.
Yeah,
you could
I
get
ordered
it
online.
Yeah, you had to order online to get it. It's like, why? Like you have all the ingredients to make it. What's the problem?
Because they spent
Turning into a boomer. You have all the ingredients. Just make it.
Think about it. How many times to talk about the new item that's already using stuff they already have in the store.
Approximately 100% of the time.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much how it goes.
So they can still make a quesarito, but will they? No. They're haters.
But will they?
No. Or the Taco Bell fries. What's up with that?
Oh, don't get me started on that.
That's a memory unlock.
So they did make fries. Okay, as a kid, my family would say the only reason why you would go to Taco Bell is to get French fries and whatnot. And I was like, they never made French fries.
You're like French fries.
Yeah.
Those nacho fries are bussing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on Kitchen Nightmares exactly. I'm gonna go in there. What the fuck are you doing?
I feel like
fucking donkey.
I feel like you probably live a Kitchen Nightmare every day.
I could.
Come here, you.
It's
fucking raw.
Oh god.
It's still mooing.
God damn it, Chumley, it's fucking raw.
Yeah, God damn it, Chumley, you son
I
of a
was
bitch.
wondering how long it would take us to get to this.
The fucking trip.
You trying to fucking kill me, Chumley? God damn it.
But yeah, Alex, I don't think I don't think I asked you this when you came in. Have you seen the X-Men episodes?
No, I have not actually.
Okay, so we can't talk about it
because he probably came home after work and was just fighting for democracy, so he had no time.
Yeah,
as all good boys should.
Don't
We need to work when there's X-Men.
like you know exactly what I was doing.
I mean, I can probably get on PlayStation and go, yeah, that's what he's doing.
Oh man, no, what I love is that you still want to give him the benefit of the doubt. It's like you don't know exactly. You might have some idea.
I can take a guess. It's either Fortnite or Helldivers. And this is also a fair point. Yeah, every 3 months they move stuff around. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, it was a joke I remember for the longest time where someone was like, "Hey, do you guys know what item on the McDonald's menu looks exactly like the picture? The chicken salad, because no one's ever bought it."
We're not slandering. We're just saying, come on, man. Just give us more shit.
Del Taco. I'm just kidding.
Del Taco.
Del Taco. Oh, God.
We ain't let this man cook.
What the hell are you doing, Johnny?
What is that?
Who's dancing with who's Deadpool behind you?
He's recreating the dance scene from Ex Machina.
Ex Machina.
Yeah.
It's the wild bread eater himself.
Now he's gonna do that dancing Deadpool. I got that joke.
Bedtime. I don't know how he's on Fortnite right now. But
That's good.
Wait, is it actually him?
Yeah, I mean you can full screen it. It says right there.
Oh wow.
He better have
Miles Morales now.
He better have a full loaf of bread.
Oh jeez.
I forgot you guys on our Discord server. I trying to open it in the chat, but it keeps bringing me to the App Store, and then I open up the app from the App Store, then it's like that doesn't exist anymore. It's like, oh, that's pretty cool.
It's just improvement.
Wait, what's going wrong with Discord?
Breadman.
So Chainsaw sent me a message on Facebook.
Yep.
And then I go to open it, and it's like, go onto the Discord app to accept this. And so then when I click that, it goes to the App Store.
Oh.
I think he
bated breath. What?
The suspension.
I hit the Rasputin and his internet went up.
I think he just cursed him.
Yeah, I should have hit the Rasputin with Eminem. It's a canon event.
I love the fact that it's frozen. We're just all waiting silently.
So watching the end credit scene.
So you fucking.
He's really concentrating. He's like, trying to get the words out.
He's doing like some John Constantine chant.
Well, I don't see the love for bread on camera, so I don't know if I should let him in or not. But I guess I will. Draven, what's up, man?
Hey,
I don't got bread today,
so
bro. I ran out.
Wait, you ran out of bread?
It was
bro, I'm leaving like in 2 days, so I ate it all.
You can take it with you.
Yeah, like
he's on the road taking vlog videos, eating bread.
Oh, damn it!
Right.
Yeah. So, in case anyone here who doesn't know, Draven fell asleep last week on stream for about 15 minutes.
No, I won't be on too long tonight. I gotta go to bed.
Wait, you said that last time and you stayed on and fell aslep. You were out.
I've heard this before.
Why, you're not trying to run some Fortnite?
Yeah, I am actually. Hey, how'd you figure out how to share your screen on here? That's actually pretty impressive.
It's because I have a capture card plugged in.
Well, he is impressive.
I have a capture
I'm a pro
card
gamer.
plugged in.
So this is what a day-to-day looks like for us.
So
you're going to see Draven's reaction to us playing a duo.
I've been here before.
Yeah, now it's getting it gets crazy.
But last time I was in the middle, surrounded by dudes.
I don't even know who to
And now I'm on the outside.
Now you're next to Peter.
Fuck it.
Yeah. I am.
She's like, whatever.
Ronan, I'm pretty sure you and I have
Going, my boy.
What?
Nothing.
Boy.
We'll say it later.
Okay.
Oh,
Alex, I'm so sorry, man. I don't know what's going on your internet,
screwed up.
man.
Or should it be?
That damn cat.
Pack extra bread in your suitcase. Exactly.
Exactly, Colonel. You got a point.
You're going on a long trip. You might as well pack some bread.
Wait, Draven, you're tall enough to drive?
Bro.
He ain't driving.
Yes, I am, bro.
He's gonna be in the stroller next to his kid. Hell, man, what are you talking about?
He's driving from the Cassie.
Wait, so who's gonna give him his bottle then?
Me.
Gore.
Someone said
Gore's
me.
the nanny. Gore's the nanny.
Draven's fucked.
Fuck that, bro. Gore is not the
Gore's
nanny.
the nanny. Draven's fucked.
Mr. Mom 2, starring Gore the Movie God.
Get Michael Keaton as a cameo.
Yep.
Oh man.
The noisy neighbor.
Oh man, that is
Create
funny.
me, put me in some stuff, baby.
No.
Wow.
That might be the thirstiest thing Gore's ever said.
Draven would definitely do this if he could get away with it, reacting while driving.
Yeah, except he'd probably fucking crash.
I mean,
So I had like part of a vlog while I was driving once, but someone was holding the camera, pointing it at me, and I was just talking.
I didn't say
All
it.
right,
Someone
Gianni.
else said it.
About to get a big dub, bro.
Let's get a victory on console real quick.
I would laugh so hard if you actually won a round.
Yeah,
No,
if
we're
we
gonna
win, what do we
We're
get?
Oh shit! Can we get some free merch?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I get a free hoodie?
Hold on, I gotta turn my frame rate down. Hold up.
I think Epic Games is
My
actually
shit is
like
just lagging like a bitch. I haven't played this in
I
like.
think they're like near here ish.
Let's go to.
All right, where we going?
Let's go to Mount Olympus. Fuck it, we're gonna ball out.
All right, yeah.
Almost like the
never-
Discord.
I don't even have this shit
combos.
unlocked.
They literally,
Okay.
the Discord has now somehow magically moved over to the
Yeah.
fucking show now.
Yeah, so I feel like now that we've discovered this feature, I feel like they're gonna abuse the hell out of it every time.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna happen. It's gonna be like a constant thing. It's like,
No.
Yo, Johnny, can we get a Reddit
wacky inflatable
on
tube-man.
console?
The wacky
Imagine-
inflatable tube, man.
Oh wait, hold
Man,
on.
we
This one,
start
the
talking
Peter
about books
Copter.
again. We mentioned like an emotional moment one night, and then out of the blue, we just hear somebody go, "Get fucked!" Or
we
and
might
then-
rage, bro.
Wait, Ronan, what happened?
Imagine someone like Zoranne, if we start talking about a book and how like, oh, the movie, the emotion wasn't the same with that scene. We're going deep and deep talking about the scene, and then next thing you know, we just hear
Get fucked.
fuck, and it's just like, oh,
I'm gonna be a little short. I'm gonna be a little short, bro. I'm gonna be a little short. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna land at this little
Draven, you
stubby
fucking
hut.
kidding me, dog?
My fault, bro. Bad drop, bro.
We're trying to get free merch, dude.
Well, Colonel, I would commentate the game.
Yo,
for you,
lock
but here's
in,
the
bro.
thing.
It's all right.
Whenever I do Let's
Oh,
Plays,
I'm locked in. Are you locked in?
I'm locked in. Fuck.
Lock the fuck in.
Peter Griffin with the high
got
stakes rolling down.
Yes, I just called out.
Oh, I got Zeus's fucking
Oh,
lightning
oh,
bolt. Oh my god.
That's
Real
just
land.
trash.
I just called it out.
Get
I'll
right
do it
there.
again. I will do it again.
There's a bunch of little kids landing. Hey, yo, landing on you. I'm coming to you. Hey,
I'm
yo,
getting stream
Just little
snipe.
kids.
I'm getting stream snipe from console.
I'm coming, bro. All
I
I don't know what's happening right now.
right, I'm hopping on the dirt bike, bro.
Nice.
Jordan, you have the power here.
I know.
These, I want somebody to make postcards of our photos and
there's
the
a-
quotes
there's
we
a kid
said,
over there.
and
Two of
just make
them.
that a collection.
I'm scared.
I'm drinking shit.
I'm coming to you.
Alex, like,
I
what,
was like,
what is
I don't know
happening?
what's happening right
Yeah,
now.
I gotta
What is
let me-
happening? I don't
let me-
know.
That's a
We're
G guy,
not
that's a
talking,
G.
and then you see a buff Peter Griffin running in the middle
Holy
of the street.
fuck! I'm about to
Oh,
fucking
oh.
get up, bro.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
funny,
nigga.
like we don't see Johnny
I got a guy.
camera. We have Draven like playing. It's like,
It's
okay,
'cause
Oh,
my-
I think Draven's
What's
been
up,
playing
what's up,
the
Oh, the
game.
kid's lit. One shot him. Fuck! Right there. Yeah, get him.
So,
What did I just say?
so Shane, I hope you're getting entertained.
I just muted
much more
Draven.
entertaining.
Too loud.
It's part of the show.
It's so much fun.
I just can't believe he didn't pick up the Icarus wings.
Okay, so
Oh, we have another Fortnite player here. Jesus.
So I'm curious, Zoranne. You said this is one of the games that your fiance plays.
No, he doesn't play Fortnite.
Might
Okay.
Might
Oh,
survive.
so he's too cool
I
for
didn't know-
Fortnite.
I didn't know if this was something that you had to endure with on a regular basis or not.
No, I mean he plays.
no,
he plays Helldivers.
He
Yeah, he's a
games
freedom fighter.
regularly. I don't think
Fucking
him and his
League,
friends haven't played Fortnite in a while.
So do they
I don't
switch
know what
out
he's
their
playing
games
tonight.
or? Oh, okay.
No, he's been playing Helldivers. They play CS:GO a lot.
Ooh, that game is
They
good.
play.
Escape
What's
from
the
Tarkov.
one that's like? It's like they play Tarkov.
Oh
There's
yes.
the other one. It's like Monster Truck Soccer.
Oh,
I
Rocket
don't know
League.
what that is, but that sounds
Yeah.
bad.
Rocket League. Yeah, that game's
FIFA?
fun.
He keeps
I
muting me,
think
bro.
Monster
I
Truck
feel
Soccer sounds
discriminated
better.
Oh,
against.
okay.
Well, go Doesn't say, Draven, if you don't feel discriminated, go buy some more bread.
I don't know. They switch it up a lot. The last 48 hours he's been playing on his Switch, he's literally been playing like Pokemon Diamond for just shits and giggles.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Johnny, there's a lightning bolt.
I love Pokemon. I haven't played any of the new Pokemon games.
The last Pokemon game I played Pokemon Red and Yellow on Game Boy Color, and then I played Soul Silver, and that's been it.
Oh.
Monster Truck Soccer. I'm pretty sure that what's a Rocket League.
Yeah, Rocket League. Yeah.
Yeah.
That game's fun.
Monster Truck Soccer.
I've never played it sober, but it's fun.
No, that game is dog shit.
I remember I got ecstatic years ago. I got ecstatic years ago whenever they added Batfleck's Batmobile into it. I'm like, yes, this is awesome. And then I barely played it after that.
It was trash.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny, you're playing a trash game right now, so you would.
I'm having fun, actually.
Johnny's a trash.
Good, buddy.
Johnny is a trash individual. What do you expect?
Damn, I didn't go that far.
What?
Oh my god!
I'm gonna cry right now since you can't see me.
I almost just fucking fell.
We start hearing the tears.
Screenshot that.
By the way, I still have not figured out what my issue is with my PS5 controller not charging.
Oh yeah,
I had the same
figure that out.
Oh, you're having the same issue too?
I hacked it.
The thing lasts 15 minutes most.
Mine no charge at all. As soon as I unplug it from the cord, it's dead. So I can't charge it. And it's a new controller.
Pony.
Look, I know what
Gianni, look at this gun, bro.
Can't even see the gun. Look at this gun, bro.
That shit's fire. Like the reticle's actually sick as fuck. Here, look at this.
No, I guess he was talking about Peter Gunn. I almost said
Peter Gunn.
That gun is
the cousin of James and Sean. I'm just kidding, Jake.
Yeah, that was honestly what my first thought was. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, dance it out, boy.
Down.
Dance it out, boy.
All right, let's go.
Wait, hold on.
You have wings?
No.
That's because he hasn't had his Red Bull yet, so he hasn't got his wings.
Thinking about food or the actual wings.
That was pretty much. So I'm not gonna lie. Back whenever I used to work at a distribution center, this is not something I condone for anybody, but there were just moments where I had to rush out the door and literally an energy drink was my breakfast.
Oh, yucky! That sounds good for you, buddy.
Just because I could.
That's not healthy, brother.
To get me up in the morning.
Not healthy, man.
I'm not saying it was a good idea, but it got me there, and I was able to get.
Those guys over here.
First hour.
Yeah, I'm about to jump.
By the time it ran out, I was fine.
I'm gonna fucking jump these kids.
I don't know.
Oh my god, is that invincible? That might be invincible.
Oh, I got on my left, bro. Got on my left. Oh my god, we're about to get freaking sandwich here.
So we're gonna add to the craziness of this nonsense. Gore and
I have a bad gun. I'm getting fucked. I'm getting fucked.
We're adding I need help. Okay, so now we have.
Oh my god, My Hero Academia fucking bodied.
Yeah, so it's mayhem. So apparently,
remind me to never watch Draven streams, bro. One of the most annoying people I've ever heard.
Yeah, but why do you think he's fucking muted right now?
Even his mic hates him, bro.
I did that myself.
I killed John Wick.
What's up, Andy? Welcome.
I hit him a little bit.
Andy.
Guess we're streaming.
Just build, bro. Run.
Yeah, so Johnny found out that he can stream his PS5, so now that's what he failed. You lost. You lost.
I could do that too if I want. I'm not gonna do that.
No, we don't need two of them.
No,
Travis Scott killed me.
You don't want to see what I'm playing to.
It'd be
not the first person Travis Scott's killed.
Wait, Gore, so you playing Rise of Kong?
Jesus Christ!
Well, I was gonna type that earlier.
Holy shit!
Not to. That's fucked
up.
That's true, but that's fucked up.
That is.
Yeah. What can I get in the battle pass?
Yeah, God, I feel like now, I think I might have said this earlier. Now that this thing's been discovered, we're gonna abuse the hell out of it. I feel like.
Ooh, this is pretty glider.
Ooh, that's a game he should. I Am Bread. There you go.
Oh yeah.
No, that's Draven.
That's a game.
Draven's got that.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's like a weird indie game. Yeah,
you call it like a bread simulator. I've seen it.
Yeah, bread. Yeah,
literally, you move bread.
I don't want to know.
It's funny. It's really funny.
We're gonna do 2 squad LeBron.
Really funny. You could be a bread.
Now we're gonna win.
LeBron James.
Now we're gonna win. Hold on, wait.
The similar games like stop being funny after Godzilla.
We're maxed out. Alex, welcome back, man.
The last simulator-esque game that I played.
Look, Draven's like, oh boy, I want people to see my gameplay too.
The last simulator-esque game that I played, it was
my
like
shit
a
doesn't
short
work.
game that they made on PS4. Where you were like going around in this little like water area, and like you would jump up and like.
Wait,
it was basically the shark.
I don't know what he's talking about.
It's called like Man-Eater.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Man-Eater. Yeah, I played Man-Eater.
Yeah, Man-Eater.
I love that.
Play a shark. You could have just said you're a shark. I would have known.
I said you were a shark.
But you said something about like jumping on a platform. I'm like what?
No, I couldn't finish my sentence because I was getting talked over.
Shark Tales.
To be fair.
Draven, we're going classy quotes.
no,
You're
not-
fucking shit up.
No,
All right,
not
bet.
Shark Tale.
We're gonna win this time.
Shark Tale.
We're winning for the council.
Let's forget.
Okay.
We already lost last time for the council.
Yeah, well, now we're winning.
Lagging, bro.
Because now I'm LeBron.
Oh fuck! I didn't get to see my skin, bro.
Hold on. I have to hit
God, the more screens we get, the more like all the names are blurred out, so it makes it harder to see.
All right,
I
fine.
don't-
Travis Scott emote. Let's go.
I don't know. I don't even know my own names. I don't even know my own name sometimes.
I don't even know what's happening. Yeah, it is now full chaos now.
Yeah, like
That's what it
I'll
is.
literally wake up and be like, "Wait, what am I doing?"
Did you thank the bus driver?
Yeah, bro. Of course.
All right, good.
Respect.
Yeah, Draven's a good boy.
No. I
He thanks
killed
the
the
bus driver.
bus driver.
Yeah,
One bus driver.
my arm is still a little sore. I guess.
He thanked him, and then he moved 2 steps to the back of the
Jump,
bus.
Draven? Oh, you did?
Bro.
Oh, you're all the way over there.
He was on a
Fucking
short
Christ.
bus.
Okay, so Alex, I'm gonna guess your internet's working now.
I
guess so.
So if I drop out
I
next
wish
time,
mine wasn't working
I'm gonna have to leave. But
No, it's all good, man.
I'm trying my best here. It's like full bars, and then it's just like, but it don't work though.
It's a struggle, man.
Oh,
That's right.
Cat in the stream.
Well, you can
Yeah,
glide
where you
in
at?
Fortnite now. I haven't played
Where you at?
Fortnite in a hot minute. So
You
I
over
didn't know
I
you
got
had
LeBron's like golden. angel
Oh,
wings.
kitty cat. Shane
About
the
to
kitty
have
cat.
catception here.
You got
Kitty,
LeBron's
oh!
golden. You about to say LeBron's golden
Come
wings? You know?
Yeah.
Oh
Come
yeah,
here,
the classic LeBron wings.
Yeah.
Alex is like, "Cat, get over
Yeah,
here."
Alex,
You
hit
got
your
competition."
kitty.
It
Two
looks like
kitties.
Black
Is it
Girl.
2 kitties? Oh.
I have 3.
Oh, 3. Okay.
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah, he's literally
Sorry.
like, I did it once, man.
I didn't mean to assume you had just one.
Nah.
3 is a bigger number than 2.
Last time I checked.
I don't
Wow.
know.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
not
assuming
good.
I can math correctly,
math.
which I
That's
wouldn't
good.
bet a whole lot of money on that, but
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have
Yeah.
a nice peaceful landing
yeah,
here,
I
Draven.
went to
We're gonna
college
have
agree,
some
bro.
good
math.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
we actually
playing-
have 2 people here. Wow.
Yeah,
that's
everybody
crazy.
be quiet. Let these 2 game.
Yeah.
That's definitely why we're
You guys
here.
are reactors. React. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no one's
Happy landing.
Wow, this looks like the same bullshit I've seen for 7 years from Fortnite. Oh, you're hitting a bunch of stuff. Wow, you're LeBron. That
Wait,
makes it better.
Zoranne, what are you
It's
doing?
actually
She's probably talking to her
She's
man.
talking. She's doing
Oh,
more important
I-
things than watching this shit.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I saw you.
Hey, console creators is
like,
for everybody, bro. It's not just for freaking.
She's probably saying, "Can you give me
This
an
was a
excuse?
mistake?
Give me an excuse to get the fuck out of here. I don't know
Oh.
what the hell's going on. I gotta go."
Yeah, this is.
Someone say something.
Yo, Gianni,
I
what the
do
fuck
gotta
is
say,
going
I
on?
do feel out of my depth a little bit tonight.
I'm sorry.
Johnny,
I'm
what is
sorry.
I play video
That's
games.
okay.
I wish I wasn't
No,
here.
it's all right.
This literally started with 2 people. I didn't know it was gonna get this
Yo,
crazy.
Gianni,
Yeah.
hold my chain, bro. Hold my chain.
Pull your chain.
Ice Cube
Anyways,
Silver
let's
Silver
get
Surfer.
with the child. Sorry
Oh,
that you're
Jesus.
out of your element. I don't
It's
like.
okay.
I never
It's
know what's
okay.
gonna happen. I never know.
Like, what movies do you guys prefer? Do you like Alien or Aliens?
Ooh, that's a good.
Alien.
Question.
That's actually a great question.
I say aliens.
Alien
great, but I
Resurrection.
prefer
I kind of.
think.
I'm
Alien
actually.
Resurrection.
No one say alien. I
Obviously,
swear if anyone says
Joss
alien,
Whedon could do no wrong.
if anyone says Alien 3, so help me.
No, well, the director's cut is.
That's better.
But anyway, well, I honestly, I don't prefer one over the other. I actually like. I'm a rare one. Where it's
Alien
like
3.
Alien. No, Alien and Aliens are both.
Hey, I like Alien 3.
They're both good.
I like
Yeah.
Alien 3.
Alien 3 is not bad.
Yeah, that's good. I like
There,
it. Charles
there's
Danson's
one line
in
in
that.
Alien 3 that sums up the entire movie.
If I get.
Okay,
Uh,
is Charles Dance in any other thing? Like,
He was in
Godzilla.
Godzilla, King of the
Godzilla,
Monsters.
yeah.
oh yeah,
His-
yeah, yeah.
his
yeah,
ass
yeah,
disappeared
yeah.
and he never
Okay,
came back.
But before that,
Yeah, he was
Well,
in a
Game
bunch
of
of stuff.
Thrones.
He was in Dracula
Of course,
Untold.
Dracula Untold as like the other vampire.
Oh, he's only in
Which
the
I like.
movie.
I
He's
like
only
that
in the
movie.
quality stuff. Godzilla, Dracula Untold. You know,
I
all the
assume you
good
know
stuff.
he was in
right?
Game of Thrones, right?
Ghostbusters
Well, yeah, of course,
2016.
Okay.
He's
I
in
was
The
making
Witcher.
sure.
right?
Quality.
He's in The Witcher?
Is he in The
Oh.
Witcher?
I'm pretty sure I saw him.
Oh
in,
man,
like,
No, no.
an interview of him recording for a video game, and I figured it was.
Oh, The Witcher 3. Yeah. He plays a series dad.
There
Yeah,
you
Oh,
go.
I thought you were saying like the show.
I thought he
No,
meant the
Oh,
show.
yeah, no, like that's what I thought he meant for a second.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he plays series
Okay.
dad.
Thank you for being here, Zoranne. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
Sorry
you
that
for having me.
it's gotten crazy.
okay. It's really okay.
It's
I'm
been a
glad you
lot.
guys are happy.
Well, yes,
No, I had
but-
fun watching Fortnite. It's
Yeah,
been
I hope
awesome.
you had fun.
you should play Mario Wonder with your fiance. It's,
Mario Wonder.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
really
it was
fun.
really good.
I have that. I'll try that one.
Yeah, go
that's a
for
great
it.
game.
Make sure you stream it.
It's frustrating, but it's fun.
I'll definitely check out Adaptation April. I want to see what that's about.
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
Oh, thanks. I mean, we just come up with alliterations just to figure out themes.
Of course.
Alliteration.
Thanks for being here, and hopefully
No, but thank you so much for having me.
Hopefully next time when you come on, it won't be as crazy. Hopefully.
That's all right.
Coin
I'm glad it got
Fuck
crazy.
you.
Pretty much.
Bye.
Guys.
Bye.
Good night.
What the hell?
Who was
Shit
that?
on.
Who was that?
I have no
That
idea.
person?
Get shit on.
I have a question. Just random.
Go for it.
Random question for Jake. There, where'd you get that hat?
He stole it off of.
Funny story.
This story again.
I imagine you've been asked that before, but I just.
Well, yes, I have. But you know what? I actually like telling this story. So.
Of course you do.
So back in November, I went to this event called Retro Toy Con, and they were there to celebrate both the X-Men 90s show and also it was kind of a build-up for 97. The three showrunners of the original show were there. A couple of the voice casts.
The guy that got fired, too.
I don't think he was there actually, but
he's busy shooting his OnlyFans.
So they had Cal who does Wolverine.
He's too busy.
Yeah. They had Cal who does Wolverine.
Busy
Glenn
spreading
Orzanga
his
does
cheeks.
Rogue, Beast.
That's that.
Jubilee, and then the girl who played Miss Marvel in that one-off episode. So all of them were there, and they were selling all this merch from the show, including I don't have it with me right now, but they gave me a signed copy of the script from the pilot. I don't have it within arm's reach right now, but I got that signed by all three showrunners, and I was talking to them, and they told me, they said, "Hey, we haven't managed to sell one of these hats all day. Do you just want one for free?" I'm like, "Sure, okay."
No.
So I just took the hat.
Not true.
And it's probably one of the best cons I've ever been to in my life.
Not true. No.
Looks like some shit from Wish. I'm not.
Yeah, he was. He went out to like a.
Or your entire
like
collection comes from Wish.
He went to a dark out.
You came from Wish.
I probably did.
All right.
You know, you could have just
We're all from
easily
China.
answered from a convention.
I was gonna give the short version.
Well, I like telling that story.
He loves. No, I get you. I like telling stories too.
Well, it was funny because the last time I was asked that, so I said, well, the showrunners gave it to me, and they were like, "Oh, no, you didn't. That's bullshit." I'm like, "Well, okay, here's the story then."
Yeah. So he said. So he expanded upon the fake story and gave it an actual.
We could just keep saying every story. We could just keep saying every story you say is bullshit. So you'll just have to keep making up stories.
Die with the lie.
Die with the lie.
Oh God, what was that movie? Focus, where they did that?
Focus, yeah.
Great movie.
I enjoyed the movie.
I just love that one scene where he was like,
"Hey, yo,
she was going to be no good to you after I was done." What kind of stuff we talking about?
Shit, Jada wouldn't do.
Great scene.
Oh shit. Ooh.
Johnny, are you winning? What's up?
Yeah, I just did a crazy sniper.
Yeah, you can't. You don't see it. Look,
God, Will Smith and Margot Robbie were probably like living it up as far as the money goes that year because they had that and Suicide Squad in the same year.
Well, what money came from Suicide Squad?
Quality.
Academy Award winning.
Academy Award winning Suicide Squad. The Batman didn't win shit, but Suicide Squad won the
I was
award.
gonna say like David Ayer Suicide Squad has one more Oscar than James Gunn.
No, I said the Batman. No, Batman v Superman doesn't deserve anything. So
well, it got a
deserves an ass beating.
Well, you know,
if a movie was a human, I would beat its ass.
So what hasn't been talked about here yet? I see we talked about aliens.
Politics. Anyway, so
about
what are you
X-Men.
swinging? Left or right?
Guys, talk about the Marvel 1943 trailer yet?
It looks so good.
That looks so amazing. Holy
and freaking
shit.
Carrie Payton as Black Panther, like
Yeah.
it looks like a video game with characters in it.
That's because it is.
Wait, what?
Now we're talking.
What?
Bullshit.
People in the comments were like, "If this is a card game, I swear."
I know. But no, it's from the.
No, it's that Captain America Black Panther.
Not all those
game.
card games are bad though.
Announced.
No, nothing wrong with
Eyes killed the Hulk.
It's from Amy.
Yeah, there's a keep coming, gliding in the air.
Amy Hennig,
Uncharted.
Uncharted.
So I'm like,
Uncharted.
okay, this is like Uncharted.
Until Neil Druckmann told her to get the fuck out. So.
Yeah, she did the first.
Now-
And then he ruined Last of Us. And
Did they
Guy
say that?
All right.
No, people were commenting on my reaction to the trailer, saying that what they were showing in that trailer was pulled from the game, like gameplay. I'm like, was that really gameplay?
Under Engine 5.
No,
it's in engine.
There's
It's
some
in
pretty good
engine.
graphics games right now. You know,
I mean,
Spider-Man 2.
Jeff Keighley posted a video on Twitter that had a scene from the trailer in it, but it was different because Black Panther's helmet was off.
Yeah,
so it might be actual game. Like
it's,
from a
it's in engine doesn't mean.
It's probably a cutscene from the game. The gameplay
it's
itself,
probably a cutscene, but then like it'll go from like the cutscene.
It'll be way worse graphics. I'm dealing with that. I'm dealing with that with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth right now. Every time they go to a cutscene and then they cut back out of it, it's just like, wow, Cloud looks way worse.
I will say though, in terms of the trailer, the actual like look at the face, like for Unreal Engine 5 is insane. The details they have on those faces, like it's crazy, like how detailed, because it looks like Carrie Payton shot live action Black Panther at some shots. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, but amazing. No, it
looks better than MCU's special effects.
Hey.
It looks better than MODOK.
And then with
MODOK was.
I could create something that looks better than MODOK.
With your ass cheeks.
Yeah, with the ass cheeks. Those little ass cheeks.
I was gonna say his ass cheeks are pretty hot.
Yeah. They took Captain America suit from that game straight from the MCU.
No, it's great because like usually Captain America in video games is like, yes, I am Captain America. You know, like he sounds like that. But that's what I thought the MCU did right about Steve Rogers. Is like they stripped away the facade of like, yes, I'm Captain America.
The Boy Scout.
They had one game that was based off the first movie that was okay. I mean, it was probably like the best of the MCU Phase 1 tie-in games because pretty much all of them were bad except that one, and that was just like okay. Because they had 3 Iron Man games, were all bad.
I remember playing the Hulk game.
A Thor game that sucked.
The Hulk Ultimate Destruction was good.
If you want to play Hulk game, play Ultimate Destruction. It's way better.
The Incredible Hulk game was like a worse version of Ultimate Destruction.
I think he's giving his friends a reboot.
A way worse version. And they had like I think in 2003 they had that Wolverine's Revenge game where even though it's Hugh Jackman on the cover,
Mark Hamill.
It's not movie related at all. And
Mark Hamill as Wolverine.
And they have a cameo from the PlayStation Spider-Man in there. Rina Romano. I think that ended up getting cut from the final game, but that footage still exists. You can find it online.
Fun fact:
Ray Romano's in.
No, Rina Romano.
Fun facts with Jake right here on the console.
Fun facts with Jake. That should be a corner.
Fun facts with Jake.
We should have an intro.
Hey, I'll make that as a short series.
Yeah, a very short running series.
But Andy, at first I was wondering, is that T'Challa or his father? But then I was doing the math. I'm like, no, what if it's his grandfather?
Yeah, someone else. It's like his name was like as something or other. Like
sorry.
Now who's do we know who the woman is that he's speaking with in the trailer?
Amanda Waller.
No,
she crossed over.
All I know about her is that she's his lover, and I know that because what she called him. She called him like something in Gosa, something something, and I looked up what that meant, and it means my love. So
that's how I thought she was just like Dora Milaje.
So potentially T'Challa's grandmother. Potentially.
I was thinking it was. I don't know if anyone here saw the Ultimate Avengers movies, but
probably should just go to Zone, Gianni.
They had kind of like this Wakandan person in
Rift, by the way.
In the royalty. I can't remember what her position was, but she was kind of like his helper in that sense because like Storm wasn't in that continuity. I think her name was Nakinda or something like that. So that might be who that is. I don't know.
It's gliding over.
Just a guess.
Well, in the description of her character, she's the leader of the Wakandan like secret agents, which I'm assuming that's the war dogs who go out to the world and just keep an eye on everything and report back to Wakandan.
I just want to know like who came. I don't read a whole lot of Marvel comics, so I don't know if this has been done before in other stories. But like the whole concept of the Cap and a Black Panther back in the 40s, like that's such an awesome concept to me. Like both of them taking on Hydra and butting heads. Like
I forget what the run is called, but the game is based off of a like 6-issue miniseries from like the 90s, I think.
Yeah, they've had the two of them team up before in other media outside comics, but they haven't brought it back at that time before. So that's a little bit of a new angle.
They're doing something new with it. That's cool. Yeah, I just hope it doesn't end up being like the Avengers game, you know.
Dude, I was literally gonna
or Suicide Squad. That was
Gotham Knights.
Okay,
Suicide Squad is like so much worse.
Yeah. Suicide Squad's already 40% off, which is
good. It should be it should be like 120%.
It should be like
they should pay you for playing it.
The reason why I didn't get Suicide Squad was because of Avengers. I literally bought the fucking deluxe edition.
I did too.
Me too.
Yeah. And the thing is, what we were saying about that Captain America is, it's like, I agree. It's like it almost feels like the same one from that game where he's just so stoic and like it doesn't feel like a real person that Chris Evans really embodies so well to make that person not just a symbol but like like
a person, a human being.
Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't feel like that, and that kind of bothers me. But I'm always open to seeing what they can do with this.
Chris Evans is daddy.
Well, that Avengers game had so much potential, and honestly, I like the story.
Story's decent.
MODOK,
and MODOK was actually done well.
No cheese though.
But then the gameplay got so repetitive, and then there was times I'm like, when we're switching characters to play as in the story, I'm like, I didn't like Iron Man's gameplay.
No.
And Black Widow.
I didn't like what's her name either.
Black Widow was fine because Black Widow was like, it's like Batman.
Right.
Gameplay.
Yeah, my favorite to play as was Cap, but you didn't get him until the end.
Right.
So I never bought the game. I just tried it a little bit, and I heard how bad it was. But I was like, out of what I played, I liked hanging out with Kamala Khan. Like I always thought that she was like.
The Avengers game was like the first thing to really introduce me to Kamala Khan, and I thought she was done really well. She was probably the best part of the game for me, but even playing as her was all right. But
Johnny died.
But the Iron Man gameplay was terrible. Everyone else.
I wish they made a sequel to the Guardians of the Galaxy game.
Yes, 100%.
So much better than Avengers.
It'll happen.
There was like people going, man, this looks like shit in the marketing, but it was really good.
I was like, I feel like I was like one of the only people that was like, this looks really good. Everybody else, I saw so many reactions where I was like, this, meh. I'm like, I don't know.
I think a lot of people were expecting it to be like the MCU Guardians, and it was definitely more in line with the comics.
I'm glad that.
I mean, it definitely got inspiration from the MCU.
And I love the soundtrack. Like they had that fake metal band that. Like this is awesome.
Yeah. I heard people saying that it rivals the movies of like story.
In some cases, it's better. Like
seeing all that stuff from.
I like
Like Drax is like so much more fleshed out in the game than you ever.
Drax became way too much of a joke, and
they just made him into a running gag.
Drax was
he's almost a completely different character in the second
when you
movie.
see him in Endgame just stabbing fucking
that one.
That's pretty funny.
You're like
that's what a warrior would do, not a little child, you know.
I got more out of him in that movie than I did in Guardians 3, and he's barely in Endgame.
Right.
Oh yeah, no, he's not.
But in Guardians 3, it brought back a little bit of what I liked about him in the first movie, where like you felt the weight of his family's death and whatnot.
A little bit, but
Draven, you better not fucking die.
The fact that it's a video game.
He like throws the ball.
Spend more time with it,
bro.
Right. It's the fact that it's a video game.
It's been a while.
Stretch it out and flesh it out.
This kid's on Adderall.
Multiple hours. Just focus on one character. Movies can't do that.
So. All of like the footage and stuff from the Captain Black Panther game, it made me think like. This is probably going to be the best Captain America story game since Ultimate Alliance 2.
Okay.
Draven, don't die.
Please keep making noises.
I don't know if anyone's played the or not, but
I know
that second one was.
I need more onomatopoeia for you.
I mean, it was pretty much based on War, but Cap was still the main character.
Right.
I feel like this. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say those games, those first two were really good at their storytelling. This third one, I didn't like what they did with it so much, but I can't really include it in that continuity because it's so separate.
Embarrassing.
Do you have the when was that released? Do you know that one?
The
Is
first
20 years old now.
It's like 2006.
Oh, the first Ultimate Alliance game.
Yeah, 2006.
Yeah, 2006.
Maybe 5. It might be 5.
It was 6, and then the second game was 2009.
I forgot Johnny was here.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I thought LeBron was here.
I turned into LeBron for a second.
Yeah, Alex, what were you asking if I had?
But I feel like this game being called Rise of Hydra, I feel like it could be the first of a trilogy or something. You know, like it's definitely it'll leave it open.
My question was with the title, Marvel 1943. Are they implying we get Marvel 1980 something?
Right.
Characters.
And not so much like a trilogy, but like they can just do Marvel.
They can keep going. Yeah, sure.
And just do like Marvel 1980 something with like.
They can do a live.
They can make a better comic 80s story than Wonder Woman 1984.
Oh, why was it called 1984? They did like 4 minutes of 80s shit, and then the entire rest of the movie is dog shit.
Yeah,
but it could be set at any time period.
Remember, life is good, but it can be better.
It can be better, yeah.
That or they can like run the series 1940 1950, and they can like run it into the ground like Assassin's Creed or something. But.
Well, Doctor Strange, there's a storyline.
I'm sure they would love to do that.
Doctor Strange is back in like the 1600s or the 1800s, and it's like you could do that.
Ooh, that
love that.
How about caveman times? But they're all the same characters. So Iron Man's there, but he has like stone armor. Yeah, you got Captain America has like a stone shield. He throws it.
And Hulk is just like a greened out freaking caveman.
He fell in some green shit or whatever.
Oh my god!
Covered in leaves.
You get a cord game.
I was even talking to somebody about this. Make like a God of War style game, but with Thor and that surrounding world. Like you could easily do something like that.
I feel like that'd be too much of a ripoff, honestly. Like
how about a chess game?
I'm not saying you have to do it exactly like that.
Marvel
chess.
Marvel 1924 chess.
He's
played Professor X.
It'll be a Queen's Gambit.
It's Professor X.
It's Queen's Gambit, except it's I don't know.
It's Professor X and Magneto the whole time.
I feel like there must have been
like those little chess pieces from the Marvel Spider-Man show from the 90s, where it's the Secret War and they have all the chess pieces.
Yeah, I feel like that could be like a CD-ROM game from the 90s, where it's like Professor X and Magneto playing chess, and it's like that's.
I'm surprised it wasn't.
Yeah, I feel like there must have been.
And if I'm not mistaken, the story about the Doctor Strange from the Victorian era, I believe Neil Gaiman wrote that. So even you could use that as a ploy to be like, hey, Neil Gaiman wrote this story. You could turn that into the video game. And that's what I liked about what you can do with these characters. Like, I think my favorite rendition of Spider-Man of recent years is Spider-Man Noir. Like, it's the one comic book I've read multiple times, and I don't know how I feel about it that they're making a movie or a series with Nick Cage. But
with the amazing Nick Cage potentially.
Hell yeah.
Could be cool.
Yeah, the guy who,
that's actually in his name now. The Amazing Nick Cage. That's how you say his name.
Copyrighted.
Yeah, the guy who never
changed his name to the Amazing Nick Cage.
No, I thought his name was Nick friggin' Woo Cage.
Oh man, that movie
was
wild.
Cage. I think of that kid in the audience in Spider-Man during the wrestling match. He goes,
Cage.
What were you gonna say, Alex? I know you're trying to say something.
Yeah, fucking muted.
Okay.
Ronin, did you play Shattered Dimensions?
No,
but I know Dan Slott had something to do with that stuff where it encompassed Into the Spider-Verse stuff.
I played all the Spider-Man games. Edge of Time was terrible, but Edge of Time was garbage. Edge of Time was, let's take Shattered Dimensions, make it just about two of the Spider-Man, and then make the storytelling horrible. And make the gameplay really repetitive.
It was, oh my god, I know.
Spoilers, I guess, but like it's an old ass game.
Don't spoil.
But from what I heard, I remember Dan Slott, the comic writer, saying that he worked on it and that he had to. The biggest thing he was trying to fight off was that he wanted Spider-Ham in that game in some capacity, and that they wouldn't let him for some odd reason. But that at WonderCon they showed footage of Spider-Man making a cameo appearance, and one of the signs someone saying, "Is that a Spider-Ham?" And that apparently everybody at WonderCon was blown. They were asking the people of the game developers.
I bet they were blown.
Spider-Man. It said Spider-Man. God damn it.
That was after the party.
Yeah. One thing I really like about Shattered Dimension is that they got like a lot of the alumni Spider-Man voices to voice those different roles. Like Neil Patrick Harris, who did it in that NTV show that no one watched. And then you had friggin' Dan Gilzine from Amazing Friends. You had Christopher Daniel Barnes from the 90s, and then Josh Keaton, who did Ultimate Spider-Man. And then they flipped roles when it came to Edge of Time. So then that second time around, Christopher Daniel Barnes was Miguel O'Hara. So it was a different approach to it.
From New York.
Fun facts with JoyPadJake.
That's what I'm saying. He's got the
fun facts with JoyPadJake.
Is this going to be a bit now? It's going to be a bit now.
Well, it's like every time someone says something like, "Oh, I got something with that." Like you have always done something.
That's why I asked if you knew when Ultimate Alliance came out. Because
it's 20 years old and 26. I don't know why I phrased it that way, but
20 years old.
That intro cutscene, I love rewatching it over and over.
Oh
yeah, that's pretty
Wolverine. You do save it, bub.
I don't take orders from you. Yeah.
Is it cool if I spoil Spider-Man 2? The Insomniac Spider-Man 2 is like cool if I spoil it.
Have we all seen Spider-Man? Yeah.
Okay. You know, like they have they kind of dabble into Doctor Strange's world in it.
What the fuck? Spoiler. No.
What? Dr. Weird's in it?
With the one with Black Cat, that whole thing. Yeah. It got me thinking like Insomniac should do a Doctor Strange game. Like they're doing Wolverine, they're killing it with Spider-Man. I'm probably gonna kill it with Wolverine. Can you imagine a Doctor Strange game from the studio? Like I just imagine that would be so cool. Especially like
different people writing the story, and that would be good.
You didn't like the story in Spider-Man?
It was just
I don't like any of the Insomniac stories. I don't think any of them are good. Including Ratchet and Clank also.
The one in the second game was just really safe.
The gameplay is amazing.
19 inches of Venom.
That's true. I mean, there's good moments in it. I'm not gonna say just good moments in a game doesn't mean the story's good.
But Johnny has a fair point. 19 Inches of Venom kind of saves it. So
that's true. You know what? Never mind. Give them a raise.
Yeah,
that's what
I'm
saying.
What steps would you have taken that could have changed it, like
to be better?
The way that just
you're saying like it's safe. I don't even care enough to even talk.
That's above my pay.
He doesn't give a shit.
I'm too tired and. Wait, to even talk about Spider-Man.
You get tired?
Well, I am now. I do now.
By bringing up Spider-Man 2, I made him tired. I apologize.
Yeah, all 19 inches of Venom made me tired.
Andy, did you guys watch? And I think I saw Gore react to it, but Andy, did you watch X-Men '97?
I have not. I did not grow up with the original series, so I'm not really. I know I'm one of those, but
take him out. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not there mentally. Like I don't have that. I don't have that nostalgic tie. I don't have that nostalgia.
I understand.
But I'll say this:
I watched Spider-Man like the '90s series more than ever.
Yeah, I watched the '90s Spider-Man. Yeah, I had a few of those on DVD. So if they revived that on DVD,
I had a VHS.
Me too.
Yeah, same here.
Let's go.
VHS.
Yeah, I had that VHS with Venom on it. It was the one where Carnage got introduced. That whole thing. Yeah.
I had the Daredevil one. That's how I first knew about Daredevil.
That was my introduction to him also.
Yeah, I had Spider-Man: The Venom Saga, and I had Spider-Man versus Doc Ock, and I think I had one with the Goblin as well. I forget what it was called.
Oh, the Goblin.
Was it Sins of the Father? Or
Goblin.
Something like that. I don't remember it.
Well, that was what the pre-title for the whole season was called.
Oh, was it?
All I know is after X-Men, they better back Spider-Man. They better do it.
I hope they do. That'd be awesome.
That'd be exciting.
Oh my gosh.
Seriously underrated Spider-Man theme as well.
Exactly. I just remember, you just hear him. That scream is still in my head. He's like, Mary Jane.
Yeah, it's like,
Shocker! No, that's
that is one thing I will say was not like that. I did not like about the Spider-Man 2 game is that they didn't have a moment like that.
I know, right? Like that was a wasted opportunity.
They should have.
Well, Peter was too busy. Peter was too busy apologizing to everybody for half the game. So.
Fair point.
Yeah, that's true.
He could have done the Shocker thing, right?
So.
Shocker!
Shocker! You see what I sent you?
I'm not pulling that up.
Okay.
It's a leak. I'm not pulling up fucking leaks. What are you doing?
Explain it. Show it.
Like, for what?
Explain it.
No, never mind. Don't answer that.
I dare you. You won't.
Don't answer that.
Yeah, I dare you. No balls. Show a leak.
You don't want to get your channel deleted.
Yeah,
yeah, no balls.
If it's the Beetlejuice trailer, I've seen it already.
No.
Does it start off with Beetlejuice at
the
waiting room?
I'm not going to answer that. I'm so excited.
That means
for that
yes.
trailer.
I'm 100% correct.
It's supposed to come out
it better start off with him at the waiting room, like at the end of the first Beetlejuice.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out yesterday.
It
was supposed to come out today and yesterday, but
yeah, I think it's either going to be tomorrow or sometime next week.
They're counting down their Instagram and they're saying like Beetlejuice, like Beetlejuice. It'll be tomorrow.
Day. Yeah,
it'll be a big WB day tomorrow because they got House of the Dragons trailer dropping too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember this is before
both Warner actually. Those are both Warner Brothers.
And Deadpool
okay, maybe on Friday
set to release on the same day. I was like, that's a bad idea.
Why is it coming out September? Also,
should be a Halloween movie.
Yeah. It's like right before October. It's like late September, isn't it?
So
no, I think it's like September.
No, it's like September 6th, I think.
Yeah, 6th.
No.
Yeah, it was like
really?
super early. Beetlejuice. Yeah. I was like, okay, maybe September 30th. That would make sense.
Yeah.
All right. I spend the entire time October. No, I think it's like beginning.
Can't even fucking spell.
I just watched the first movie for the millionth time last night.
Willem Dafoe is.
Yeah, he's playing like some detective or something like that.
No, it's like he was an actor when he was alive.
Yeah,
and then isn't Wednesday Addams in it too? I can't remember.
That's not her name.
I couldn't remember her name. That's just why I said Wednesday.
Christina Ricci's in it?
Yeah, September
6th. That and Justin
Will's mom?
Wait, that's yeah,
okay. They've released those pictures today of first looks, and they have Michael Keaton back, and they have a picture of who is it? It's Jenna Ortega, Winona Ryder, Catherine O'Hara, and Justin Theroux.
Yeah.
Yep.
Justin Theroux.
Where's Alec Baldwin?
Well,
yeah. Where's Draven Joins? No,
I don't know. Hopefully, this 30-year return movie of Michael Keaton's gets received better than the last one.
I'm sure it will. Starting with the fact that they're not going to be as reliant on CG.
Yeah, and they're not going to have a controversial actor at the front of it. Hopefully,
that too.
I mean, hopefully, I didn't just jinx it, but
you did.
That's why Jeffrey Jones is not going to be in it.
Jeffrey Jones. Yeah.
Nope.
Yep. Jeffrey Jones. What a shitter.
I just want them dancing into that song.
Oh yeah.
Did they release that on 4K?
I thought he was going to talk about the scene where they're dancing on the table.
They like pull each other in the hands.
It's probably my favorite part of that movie.
Play 6'7".
And apparently, no CGI was used in this movie.
No, I think that's a rumor. I think there's minimal CGI.
The volume was used though. That piece of shit. Should be burnt down.
For all of you, what was the worst case that they used the volume at? Because I know mine.
Council.
Yeah.
Council.
Yeah, my background right now is the volume.
Yeah, it's just pretty shitty.
Yeah, I thought Percy Jackson used the volume pretty poorly.
Oh, Percy Jackson
didn't look great. Yeah. That shot of him on Olympus. When he goes up to the heaven place or wherever the fuck that is.
Heaven place.
Yeah, Olympus, right? Whatever.
The heaven place.
That looked really not great, but whatever. At that point, I was just like, whatever. It's a kid's thing.
How about? I'm just gonna say this. I probably won't even need to specify anymore. The Flash. You can really pick one scene in that movie and it works.
Was that the volume or was that just shit?
It's probably just shit.
Both.
Or both.
I don't know if they use the
for Love
volume.
and Thunder they use the volume.
Yeah, you could tell, especially on that planet, the black and white planet, like when they're just running around.
I mean,
that shouldn't even have been black and white. Think about it. That shouldn't have been black and white.
Oh, yeah,
really shouldn't have been.
It shouldn't have come out. Period.
I don't know. That was like the only half decent scene in that movie.
Should have been deleted.
Yeah, the whole movie should have been black because the screen's not on because it doesn't exist.
That's what I would have preferred.
Black screens matter.
But for those who have not seen, those who have not seen the pictures,
pictures. Oh, I said, what are you sharing? Okay.
The Michael Keaton pics.
Oh, so
show Michael Keaton. He looks great.
Bring that one up, okay.
Yeah, look at him. He looks great.
Oh yeah.
So one thing I was curious about for Beetlejuice, since some of these they're dead, so they're gonna have to do some de-aging.
Yeah.
With Michael Keaton. Pretty much basically him. I don't know if Gina Davis is going to come back, but
I doubt it.
But they would have had to de-age her and Alec Baldwin if he had come back. But Michael Keaton has to be de-aged. So I think he looks pretty. I mean, he pretty much looks right out of the first movie.
Yep.
He looks great. And then
because he filmed that at what 70?
Yeah.
Wow.
He filmed the original movie at 70.
Why are you ageist? The fuck, man.
Yeah.
Is that even a word? Ageist?
Yes,
I've heard it. Yeah,
it's actually a word. Look it up, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, look it up right after you look up Kino.
Oh yeah. You don't know what Kino is?
I still don't know what the fuck that meant.
Oh, y'all.
It's the thing with the.
It's Andy Serkis's character from Andor.
I said that.
Oh, did you? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, nobody was like.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I heard.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, that went right over.
I think of that every time I say Kino, so no, I'm just like, yo, my boy, Andy Serkis.
Yeah,
no, look up Kino, whatever.
One of those saving graces of that show for me.
It just means cinema.
I haven't watched it yet.
That's my favorite arc.
I'm the only person on Earth who actually did not like Andor season 1 that much.
I didn't. Wait, did you like Ahsoka?
Yes. Yeah, go to hell. I don't care.
I gotta call it you guys.
Though. Okay, see you, man.
I don't like it anymore. Have a great night.
Bye, Alex.
Peace out, bro.
Bye.
Bye, Alex. Have a good one. It was good talking
to you. Man, who the fuck
guy?
Fuck that dude.
Ew.
So Andy, you did pre-order the Blu-ray, right?
The Blu-ray
of what?
Yeah, for Andor.
No.
I
was gonna say I didn't get past that, but I watched the first 3 episodes and I was bored.
Yep. Thank you.
It's boring. Good. I understand. I hear it's great. I don't give a fuck. I was like, I'm done. I don't
care. Ahsoka wasn't crossing her arms, so I didn't like it.
Here's the thing. I didn't watch this one. I watched 3 episodes.
Yeah. I think
I gave it a fair shot.
Yeah. I think the first 3 episodes premiered
and
on the same day.
It wasn't terrible. I'm just like, I can spend my time doing other things.
Yeah, that's like my policy whenever it comes into a show. Like I give it a 3 strike rule.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
it's
we
like
get
if
it.
one
I
episode,
bet you
okay, I'm
do.
less
I bet you
interested.
do.
Did you
I'm
not
sure.
like it because they had? Never mind. It's a joke against somebody who didn't like the show. Never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke.
Your camera keeps blurring in and out. What
I
is it?
know, fucking
Because
Raider.
Ronin blurs out in real life. That's just really who
That's
he is.
actually what he looks like right now. Yeah.
I'm not perfect.
That's Ronin.
That's his,
Oh,
that's
you
his-
are Ronin.
that's his
You
mutant
are
power.
perfect.
That's his mutant
That's
power.
my
He has to go to
mutant
the
power.
X-Men house or
He's
whatever.
the blur.
I mean, that being said, I'm looking forward to Andor season 2 because it's going to tie in more with Rogue One. He's going to meet K2SO, and I feel like that could pick things up a little bit. I thought season 1 was boring as shit. Honestly, there were some great things about it. It looked fantastic. The visuals were amazing. The acting was great. Like it was shot very well. The production was great. Just the story, I thought was
The narrative kind of fell flat.
the narrative.
I just love that it crack open for a lot of people. Be like, you could do this in Star Wars as well. Doesn't mean everybody's gonna like it, but it's like you can do that for a while.
And I'm fine with that. Because there's people that love the Bad Batch. I could give a fuck about the Bad Batch. I don't care.
They should call it the Bad Bitches.
Yeah, because when they did the Bad Batch arc in last season of Clone Wars, I'm like, cool. They don't need a show, but okay, like they're fine.
I don't even know what
don't
they
need
are.
a show.
Yeah, there's like
with
three
what they're
seasons
tackling.
now.
It's
There's like
I
3
thought
seasons.
season one was pretty good. Season 2 was all right. I'm gonna wait till season 3 ends to watch it.
Bad Batch is essentially just become plot armor for Rise of Skywalker with the cloning shit.
Oh, setting up shit. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what these.
When you make a movie so bad, you have to make 5 different shows to fix it.
To be fair, that's what the Clone Wars did for the prequels.
Yeah,
fair
Those
point.
movies suck too.
That's true.
Fair point.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, at least but at least you had a small group of people that really loved one prequel. I don't know about a group of people.
I would say the Clone Wars enhanced.
I love Revenge of
the I like
Phantom, but Attack. It's like
there's people that like the sequel trilogy. It's just
no.
I enjoy the sequel trilogy. I understand that it's a mess because it is.
It is.
Like
yes,
that's no one can deny
planned.
that. It wasn't planned, and that's like a huge like mistake number 1. But
so
I still
weird.
enjoy watching it because it's fun to watch. Like the visuals are great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and the
I
music
love
is great.
Force Awakens, but I'm all
Force
good
Awakens.
after that. It's a one-off for me.
Sure.
I like the Force Awakens and the Last Jedi. I just hate the Rise of Skywalker because it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't
It was
give a
damage
satisfying
control,
ending to
like-
either one of the two
It
movies.
didn't tickle you in the way it should.
No, it didn't touch me in my loins.
It didn't get a rise out of you.
Yeah,
No.
I can.
Hey,
I can enjoy Force Awakens, but I can't stand the other two.
This is a fair point, Casinema.
Yeah, it was still good.
It was still good.
Yeah,
That's the problem. They were
They
good
still made it
stories.
good.
Yeah.
And
you know why it wasn't planned out? Because they weren't doing like this
because Star Wars
universe. Also, when George Lucas made the original, which I know was a shit show, and then they had to fix it, editing and stuff.
Yeah.
He didn't have like how much did Disney pay for Star Wars again?
$4 billion.
$4 billion. Yeah. Someone said he didn't pay $4 billion for it, so it was just a thing he made. It was like cool. He created it. It was like, all right, cool.
Because he wanted
and it ended. That story ended, and then they're like, shit, they want to make a sequel.
Yeah.
I guess Darth Vader's a bigger thing. He's just supposed to be like a henchman guy. You know, his ass was supposed to be a henchman. And that's it. Like Darth Vader's supposed to be a guy.
He wanted the rights for Flash Gordon, and he couldn't get it. He's like, all right, I'm doing more shit.
He loves those like old cereal kind of like.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
He wasn't planned out because he didn't finish reading Dune.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, he was like, you know what, this would be good if I had a popcorn bucket that was kind of shaped like
out of here.
like a
The Dune 2 popcorn bucket was Rise of Skywalker.
When they released the Dune 2 popcorn bucket, he was like, oh my god,
Fire Strikes Back.
Finally.
For the 70s and what he did with that movie.
Cried.
George Lucas had wrote a lot of stuff down. He talked about the Clone Wars and all this stuff. So he had written already stuff to back
it wasn't
up.
Complete.
There was more story to tell.
Yeah, it wasn't completely.
His big story now.
Like they
he
built
did
He
all
had the grand
details.
schemes.
He had ideas.
Yeah.
You knew where he started and knew where he was ending, which is better than what Disney.
When he was working on Howard the Duck, he was like, you know what, this
No, I think it was
Wait,
Anthony Daniels.
Anthony Daniels.
I don't know if he
Anthony
directed
Daniels
it,
who said something like one of his favorite things about the first original film is the fact that it's like it's kind of plopping you into this random point in the timeline. It's like here's a chapter in this broad universe of stories. You know, we could start at any point and we start here. Like, you know, like this is just But from there, it could go anywhere. Like and it's kind of the first movie is kind of a branching point. It mentions the Old Republic. It mentions the Clone Wars. It mentions all these different things that have eventually been explored. So, like, obviously there was more story to tell, and even it left it open at the end. Darth Vader's not dead; he goes away,
Yeah,
so
he runs away. Yeah,
he flies away. So
and then like
in cinema,
sorry, go ahead.
Well, because cinema, you have a point. However, Disney, when they bought Star Wars, they announced a trilogy of movies.
Yeah,
way before Force Awakens came out.
Mm-hmm.
The fact is, they did not plan this shit.
Yeah.
And it's a disaster.
Well, they're bad at planning stuff out. They've announced like 20 Star Wars movies from
and
like
a lot of them don't get fucking made.
None of them have, like what's the Game of Thrones guys? We're still waiting for anything about that. I know it's not happening, but
like, none of them were even written yet.
And now Patty Jenkins is now back doing Rogue Squadron.
Well, really,
that was done.
I can't wait to Aspire fucks those games up. By the way,
I mean, like we still haven't heard anything about the Lando series. We still haven't heard anything about
done.
like
it's probably done too.
I'm pretty sure
Don Glover talked about it and said that he's working on it. He's like writing it supposedly too.
But I don't believe it.
But the problem with when Disney bought it was also that George Lucas had an idea for 3 sequels.
Right.
And they're like,
and they said, fuck that.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Whether you like them or not.
Get you and your big ass chin out of here.
Bro. And that's fine. Because once they bought it, they didn't have to listen to George anymore.
No, they didn't have to.
No,
why?
Like
what they
had an idea.
Well, the problem was after Last Jedi came out. Last Jedi was divisive, and they didn't like that. They decided instead of Episode 9, instead of going with their Duel of the Fates script that Colin Trevorrow had, which I thought would have been pretty cool.
Yeah,
would have been better than Rise of Skywalker. But
Rise of Skywalker was
he was too busy fucking up Jurassic Park. So.
I don't think we're saying it wasn't planned being a main person. It's like a big part of like
pivotal
why
it's a big part of it. Yeah,
because they needed a strong foundation, and they had, I won't say strong, but they had a solid start for Force Awakens.
Yeah,
and then Ryan Johnson goes, fuck that.
Right, it was Ryan Johnson.
Who's Snoke? I don't know. He has a jar of Snoke.
Which is
fine. Am I the only person in here that likes Last Jedi, by the way?
I like Last Jedi.
I like the ideas.
I don't even think about it anymore. So.
It's the execution they're like. It's like.
And I'm fine with killing Snoke. If you want to kill Snoke in 2, fine. But have a plan for 3 if you're going to kill the fucking villain in 2.
I remember. I think Red Luminous said it best.
Like it would have been better. Like Kylo Ren kills Snoke, and then he, becomes the big supreme leader. Like Episode 9 didn't even need Palpatine; just could have Kylo Ren as now.
That's what I thought they were gonna do.
Yeah, like
Trevorrow's script says that Palpatine was only there as a hologram, which I'm like, good enough.
Because Kylo goes to fucking Mustafar and visits his fucking castle. That should have been sick.
Yeah,
and he finds like holograms of Palpatine and Vader and shit. And he's like, "Oh, Vader was a pussy. I'm gonna be better than him. Like I'm gonna be worse."
I remember the statement they said that like this is gonna tie in all 3 trilogies. It's gonna tie them all in. I saw him like, no fucking way.
Like you could have fired Trevorrow and just have him not direct a movie if you didn't like his Jurassic World movies.
Jurassic World are fucking dog shit.
They're not good. They're not good. So like just don't have him direct it. But the story was fine.
I've seen Asylum movies better, bro.
Did anybody? That's why I have hope with Dave Filoni.
Yes, I have a lot of hope.
For better or for worse,
because he plans this shit out. He plans
for better or for worse.
All of it.
And he tells better stories.
Yeah,
like I remember, you could sit there and say Ahsoka isn't amazing because there's a lot of issues with this show.
Yes,
he is setting up some crazy shit in that show, and it's going into the movie Heir to the Empire. It's going into Ahsoka season 2.
Yep,
and the fact is too, he brought Anakin back, and making
Ahsoka made me excited for Star Wars again.
Yeah, because literally. Same. All these years of like Ahsoka and Anakin never in live action until we finally got to this point. And now you're finally bridging that gap of something that we thought we would never see, especially Hayden Christensen being Anakin doing that.
Also, it being the continuation of where Star Wars Rebels left off, now the searching for Ezra, like, oh, that was definitely more story to tell there. And now we get to see that chapter.
Yeah. And also interesting us even introducing us to new characters in that show. Ahsoka setting up, even though rest in peace, Ray Stevenson, but that character is so interesting.
One of the best Disney Star Wars characters by far.
One of the best Star Wars villains like we've had in a long time.
And then you get the Clone Wars tie-in with all the fucking like the father and the daughter, like the Force.
The Mortar trilogy.
Like, oh my god,
he has his eyes.
And he made Space Whales cool.
Oh yeah,
instead of like, the big dumb and rebel.
Sure, it was a sequence.
The thing that they have in that show is like it was all canon, but you didn't miss anything big that happened in the universe if you didn't see it. So like that's what I kind of liked about it. Like they would reference some of those events, and then like you got to see it actually happen in Rebels. What I'm worried about is like I'm worried that something big might happen in one of these shows now that people who haven't seen it, which is going to be like a third of the general audience, are not going to know what happened going into another movie. So I hope they don't take that approach.
Well, it's like the MCU.
But that's what the MCU did, yeah.
MCU's been doing it.
I don't have a problem with that at all.
I'm not saying they've done it flawlessly either, because I mean, shoot, like a third of the people who went into Multiverse of Madness were like, "What the hell's going on with Wanda?" And like, they don't really speed you up on it.
Not like it matters anyway.
What the hell's going on?
Didn't watch the show.
Doesn't even matter, really.
Nope.
What's weird is that I remember Red Letter Media said it best after TLJ. They're like, great concepts. I like where they were taking the story, but the execution, the fact of subverting expectation doesn't make it you subverting expectations. I remember this time that after the movie ended, they didn't care. They didn't care to follow anymore. And to think that Dave Filoni took the idea of going to another universe from one scene in Attack of the Clones and be like, ooh, there's something to do there that hasn't been done before. It's like, all right, cool. Yeah. The same thing I had with Book of Boba Fett. I don't think it's great. There's cool stuff in it, but I remember saying after it ended, they had a plan. Just the plan wasn't for me, but I commend them for having a plan with that show.
I mean, John Favreau and Filoni are trying.
I thought Draven was going to fall out of his chair for a second.
Maybe he might fall out again. He's back on council. Jack, what's up, man?
Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
What up?
Now he's awake.
I was about to say something though.
Don't you fucking no. I know what you're gonna do. Don't you dare. No. I'm doing this. No.
So we're talking about Dave Filoni and what he's doing for Star Wars. Is it good or is it bad? We're saying it's good.
Yes.
I agree. I think
except for Gore.
Yeah, Gore's like I'm gonna fucking go to bed.
Gore's like, I'm done.
No, he doesn't like the Filoni jerk talk about Acolyte. But it's okay.
Oh yeah, Acolyte. I like the trailer.
You didn't talk about that?
I like it. I like it.
All right.
I'm glad to see Daphne came back in something.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I
didn't
recognize
that.
She was in that Golden Compass show nobody watched.
Would you say you want to see blood?
Well, apparently that show was actually good.
Yeah,
because no one.
I heard it was. Yeah.
Well, the movie wasn't good.
Well, not the movie. We're talking about the show, dude. Listen.
Yeah,
I forgot his Dark Materials.
It didn't give me incentive to watch
Dark
the show
Materials.
because like the movie wasn't good, so it just made me think, why do I want to watch a show?
But
It's different.
I mean, yeah, it looks good. It just, to me, there was nothing really special about it. Like nothing I haven't really seen before, except for we've seen yellow lightsabers.
Yeah, I wasn't really blown away by it, but I thought it looked cool.
I like Amanda December.
If people lost their minds because there's a different color lightsaber, I might just stop watching everything ever.
They give a shit.
Dude, there's an aquamarine lightsaber. Let's go.
Oh my god, dude!
Whoa, I can't wait to go to Disneyland and pay way too much for it.
I was that in Star Wars Jedi games.
What the fuck did you just? Yeah, I just said Draven.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I want to see like some Jedi Fallen Order shit in real life.
Oh, because you're going to Disney.
Live action.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about it.
I want to see I'm waiting for Cal Kestis to make his live action.
Yeah, I want to see Cameron, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Kung Fu would go hard. Kung Fu movie is what got me the most. I'm like,
yeah, when is Star Wars Outlaws coming out? I want
this year, I think. Right?
I know this year, but like when?
Did you guys ever talk
fall coming out?
Do you guys ever talk about the Crow trailer at all?
No, not yet.
My name's Draven.
But before, what I think was most interesting about Acolyte is that it's an era we've not
High Republic
in live action.
Yep.
Yeah,
we only there's books and then you saw it in Jedi
Survivor.
Yeah.
And I think Yoda might cameo. That's the only character that would make sense. Maybe Yaddle.
Yaddle.
Yeah, Yaddle.
Yaddle. Now I'm down. All right, Yaddle be it.
But all these characters are like brand new. We've never seen before, so we have no. I think Plagueis plays a role in this. I'm just saying.
I think when they cut away in the trailer, like, oh, who is that? Like when they're doing a Sith, like it's gonna be somebody. It's gonna be someone from Legends.
General Grievous. He's been around that long.
Well, we know that
Tom Hiddleston is young Palpatine.
We know Plagueis.
That's beautiful.
We know Plagueis was around. I think Plagueis is in the show.
It'd be a tragedy if he's not.
Maybe not a major role, but like I think Plagueis has to play a role.
I like the cast. I like the cast. We have Carrie-Anne Moss.
Yeah,
as a Jedi.
We have a Wookiee as a Jedi. Fuck yeah.
That must suck when he singes his own fur and shit.
I can't wait to see in the episode. I can't wait to see whenever Zahn pops up.
Who
the fuck is Zahn?
You just made up a character.
No, he's referencing my Star Wars fan films. Good job. No one fucking knows that.
That's why I made the joke, because everyone's gonna be like, "What?"
Do any of you guys read the High Republic books or anything?
No.
I got the first issue.
I
don't read.
I tried to get one.
I'm elected to lead, not to read.
I forget which one it was. It was like the one with like a bunch of Jedi in the front, including a Wookiee Jedi.
Like Light of the Jedi.
Yeah, I tried.
The books take place like a while before the Acolyte, and there is a younger Jedi Wookiee named Burryaga. Yeah. So I'm hoping that's Burryaga in the trailer.
His name is Furry.
No, Burry with a B.
Oh, Burry. Okay.
Burry.
Yeah,
Burry.
Bill Burr.
I thought it was Furryaga. I'm like, all right.
I literally got that book though, and I read like one chapter. I'm like, I literally just stopped. I'm like, nah.
It's a commitment.
Yeah, but because like I was reading, I'm like,
books this thick. I'm like, oh god.
I'm like, I just don't care. Whatever. I've read some Star Wars books. Like I've read.
Just get to the end.
What was it? I forget. There was something I read recently that was Star Wars. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Real memorable.
The most
I've read so many.
Must have been a Disney book.
The most recent one that I dug was they did a Black Spire Outpost, which is like delve deep into the galaxy. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. There's some canon to that, and it makes sense more now when you're there.
I didn't actually look into that one, but it seemed interesting.
It's really good. I really dug it.
And I like Amanda Stenberg. I think she's a really good actress, and she's like, it looks like she's going to be a villain in this time around. She's the one who's fighting Carrie-Anne Moss. She was Rue in the Hunger Games.
The Leia novel. That's what I read.
That was good.
Okay. The Leia book.
Yeah, Amandla was great in Bodies as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's that one where they're like in the house and they're like playing
Pete Davidson.
I gotta watch the one in the house.
This is the only reason why I don't watch it, because Pete Davidson.
Jesus.
He's like the Jimmy Kimmel of comedy.
Well, I don't know if I need to watch it now. Tell me Pete Davidson. I don't know if I need to watch it now.
I don't like Pete Davidson either.
Yeah, I don't care.
This
what's that one with Bill Burr where he plays his stepdad? I forgot.
Venom / I actually did start reading that Ahsoka novel.
Yeah, I really enjoy the Ahsoka book.
Ahsoka's phenomenal.
Yeah, Acolyte will not conflict because that's nothing. It's so far apart removed.
Right.
That's
way
before the
Skywalker saga. Way before. But if like City
James Mangold is going to direct that, right?
Yep.
Yes. Well,
as of now.
Yeah,
for now. Knock on wood.
Yeah, that's the project that he's tied to. Yeah,
he's shooting the Bob Dylan biopic right now, and he has the next two commitments is the Star Wars movie and Swamp Thing.
Timothy Chalamet went from being Wonka and Paul Atreides to fucking Bob Dylan.
I'm excited for James Mangold's Swamp Thing, especially.
Did you see those pictures of him as Bob Dylan?
Three icons right there.
If you look at what James Mangold did with Logan, I'm excited for his Swamp Thing.
Yes. Yes.
Three icons.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I'm definitely looking for. Like Indiana Jones aside, I still think he's a great director. Like I'm definitely psyched for anything he does. So
I just love.
He's already proven with Logan alone. Like
Logan was
direct the movie, but
And if you haven't watched Walk the Line and Copland,
Copland.
Wolverine wasn't a bad
Walk the Line's pretty good. I like.
The Wolverine kind of boring.
The Wolverine was
310 to Yuma is amazing.
I like the Wolverine.
310 to Yuma is fucking great.
I didn't think it was
the Wolverine's pretty good. I like it.
I mean, if you're gonna compare it to
watch the R-rated cut.
Wolverine, then yeah.
There's an R-rated cut of the Wolverine where he puts a bunch of ninjas in a meat grinder. It was sick.
What's the other one that Mangold did after Logan?
Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So like that plus Logan, like I'm sold on.
Such a dad movie right there.
I really wish Indy 5 would have, like, because that really like. Sucked.
I liked it, but just you could tell.
Yeah, but that wasn't good.
It was soulless.
It's like you thought it couldn't get worse after Crystal Skull, and then
no. Because Crystal Skull is actually better than Indy 5.
It is, especially the first half of Crystal Skull. Like first half of Crystal Skull is decent. I like it.
Like that
and then it just fucking torpedo.
The
20-minute flashback de-aging sequence is just like too much.
Yeah, it was like noise.
I had fun with it.
It was also noise. They also used the theme at the worst fucking moment, at like a faraway shot, him slowly running on a train. Like, and that's the only time they use it.
Oh yeah,
I do appreciate that after spoilers for Battle of Destiny, but when Banderas' character gets shot and Phoebe is like, "Yeah, we did it, we found it," and then I just love Indy was like, "Yo, my friend just got killed. What the fuck? Why are we going to celebrate about that?" I'm like, I like that touch.
Yeah. No reason not to like the character.
Die.
Okay, I guess it's kind of a random question here. Now that we talk about Indiana Jones, what's everybody's favorite movie in that franchise?
Mother
Raiders.
Last Crusade.
The Last Crusade is special as well.
Probably Raiders for me.
Yeah.
I'm the rare guy. I like Temple of Doom the best.
I love Temple of Doom. That's my second favorite, probably.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I'll go 1, 2, 3, like in descending order as far as what I like, but I still really like all 3 of them.
If they would have ended at Last Crusade, for me, it would have been the best trilogy of all time. Better than Lord of the Rings.
If they would have ended at Last Crusade.
It would have a
Wait, you saying better than Toy Story?
Oh.
Toy Story needed to end at 3.
Toy Story doesn't have a part where someone gets their heart ripped
disrespect
out.
Toy Story 4. It was still pretty fucking good.
No, it wasn't.
What?
Toy Story 4 broke
no,
my heart.
I like Toy Story.
Toy Story 4 was good.
No way.
It just didn't.
I went and
need to
saw it with all my summer campers, and oh my god,
I
literally the
saw it with
whole
my
row of
mom,
staff
and the
were
only
just
people crying in the
bawling, and all the
theater.
kids were like, "What's going on?"
And now
You don't
apparently
know
there's
Porky, dude.
there's like talks for a 5 now too.
They're fucking dying.
5
It's confirmed.
Yeah, it's confirmed, bro.
Toy Story.
what?
That's happening.
Oh,
Toy
yeah.
Story.
So that's happening. That's happening.
Toy
Yeah.
Story.
Same with Frozen 3 and
Frozen 3 and
Not
Frozen
making
4.
another
They're
Frozen.
making
Oh,
Frozen
boy.
4.
Jeez, why?
and Zootopia 2, which is actually going to be good.
Oh
Yeah, they
boy.
were already talking about Frozen 3 before 2.
I want to
before 2
consume.
even came out.
Yeah, the only one of those I'm looking forward to is Frozen 3.
I want to see
Build a snowman again.
I'm looking forward to
I
it.
I'm looking
haven't
forward to
even
that.
seen Frozen 2 yet.
I
So
want to see them all.
I like Frozen 2.
You want to see a
Good
mall?
movie as Frozen 1, but like
the trailer.
I want to
wanna
see them
see
all.
them all.
You're gonna have to, Draven. You have a kid now, so.
I'm a,
Yeah.
yeah, it's true.
yeah,
Well,
Draven, you're
I
out for the long
say
haul.
that like
Bring those
as if
songs
Draven
over
wasn't
and
gonna
over.
watch them anyway.
I know, right?
Because
It's
he's
like,
Cam.
yeah. But I was gonna say, like, why would a kid make a difference?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a big Frozen fan,
Excuse.
so like I love pretty much everything that comes out of that brand. Well, not everything, but the point is, I'm psyched.
Did you like the
those Olaf
stupid?
shorts?
What's
on
the Olaf shorts
on Disney
annoying
Plus
as
where he's
fuck.
recreating Disney movies? That's
I mean,
funny.
they're cute, you know. So
No, I was talking about what was the one that was shown in before? Like I forgot what movie it was, but there was like a 15 minute.
Oh,
short.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the Christmas special. You're talking about,
It was like before. What was it before?
It was before Coco.
Yeah, I was like,
really?
just start fucking Coco,
Yeah.
bro. I don't want to see this dumbass snowman.
No, see, I get it.
That was the exact same thing I felt whenever I was in the theater for Incredibles 2, because like they had that weird 10-minute short with the fucking like that little kid and the dumpling. I was like, what the hell?
It's 5 minutes, dude.
Oh, I remember.
Why you shitting on a 5-minute short for a dumpling? What the fuck? Man?
Yeah, what the fuck wrong with you?
What the
He's
fuck?
not taking a dumpling on you.
Fucking racist.
I'm just sitting there because I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, I came here for a fucking Incredibles movie.
Because they show shorts in front of the.
Yeah,
you don't
I'm
know.
okay with that, but like when it's a 15-minute one with the stupid Frozen snowman.
No, I get it. No, I understand. And actually, I was working at a movie theater at the time, and for me, I'm fine because I like Frozen, so I enjoyed watching it. But I've had when I was working there, I had a couple of people come out to me and be like, "I think you're playing the wrong movie."
Yeah, you're playing wrong. You're playing some dumbass Frozen shit.
Like, what's
I came to see
movie?
Peak and you show him Frozen.
I actually thought it was a mistake.
No, because the short is literally like 20 minutes long.
Yeah,
It was,
it's like 50.
made for
It's
TV.
not even a short.
It
It's
was
a
made
short
for,
film.
it was
Yeah,
like
it's
a
longer
TV
than
special on
Knick-Knack.
ABC.
Trailer reel,
Yeah. There's more content in that than Madam Web.
Yeah,
bro.
it's like it's longer than Knick-Knack, that little short they made in like '93.
It's not a
I
stream
don't know if
without
anybody remembers
Madam Web
Knick-Knack
hate.
or not.
Yeah,
I love Nick. Knick-Knack's great.
What, you wouldn't defend Madam Web?
No.
Who's defending Madam
I
Web?
would never.
How
I
dare you?
heard you say Madam Web. Hey, like, oh, you want
I'll defend Sydney Sweeney.
No. Yes.
Damn
I
right.
believe in
I
Madam
will-
Web.
Who's seeing immaculate?
What, Johnny?
Is anyone wearing a shirt
I
for
got my
someone to
thumbnail
simp right
ready.
now other than me?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm actually kind of excited for Immaculate. I'm not gonna lie.
I was going to say, is Johnny
I want to see how
gonna
crazy it gets. Also,
everyone's thinking
also I read it doesn't.
fucking banana bonkers at the end. I want to see
I
that.
looked at the rating. It says nothing about nudity. So
Yeah, no.
I
no-
watched
no-
it then.
no-
Oh, well,
no
now I'm not
boobless.
interested in seeing
yeah,
it.
what the fuck's the
Oh
point?
man, you just turned Andy off.
God damn it!
I need some titties.
I want some titties.
Your tatty. I want the
Mommy.
I'd buy that for $1.
Don't be initiating funny voices because you know I got all you beat on that. I got my voice thing ready.
Oh yeah.
The Bane voice.
He's been sitting there waiting.
I can do monster voices if you want to do that.
Do a skit of Sydney Sweeney fucking Satan and Immaculate. Go.
I hope
That was
that better
specific.
happen, bro.
Can
That's
you
how she gets possessed.
I
yeah.
want to see this.
I might have a demon one in here somewhere.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I'm the demon of dick. Say that right now.
Go now. Do it.
Why am I getting an image of the big giant demon from
This Is the End?
This Is the End.
I was thinking of.
Giant demon
Jonah Hill gets fucked by a demon.
Exactly what I
Not
thought.
so cool.
He was just nominated for an Oscar, and then he gets fucked by a demon.
Moneyball.
Money, and then like literally months later, he got nominated again for Wall Street.
Oh my god, that fucking movie is peak.
I love that.
Actually,
The Exorcism of Jonah Hill.
I'll read the book at some point. I haven't got to it.
That's so good.
Which one?
Moneyball.
This Is the End. Oh, Moneyball. Okay.
Moneyball's great.
Moneyball's
Yeah,
great.
it's
Bright's line about like, for all we know, the fucking Lakers could have won, and that's why all the riots.
Oh yeah, no, I really I just haven't read the book yet.
Yeah.
It was funny because like I'm a big baseball guy.
Oh shit! I just got hard.
Actually, like after watching Moneyball, I tried to apply.
Damn right, no one.
Baseball game I watched.
I like Moneyball. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a baseball fan. I loved it.
Up there as far as sports movies go for me.
Oh, so just
considering the demon of Dick isn't immaculate, he could actually tell us about what's going to happen in the movie. So explain the ending of Immaculate.
Yeah, why is it bananas bonkers? What do you do, Sydney?
Explain it. Go ahead.
He just muted himself.
He's thinking about it. Hold on.
Editing this through.
Yeah,
let him spoil it.
Let him cook.
Well, I don't want to get things taken down, so I don't know how.
Oh wow, it's that fucked up. Whoa.
It depends.
It's more fucked up.
Do you want the version that's going to be read in front of the classroom, or do you want the version that's going to go up on Smut 4?
Well, I guess it's up to Chainsaw.
Why does it sound like Spider-Man right now whenever he's trying to do his interrogation mode?
All right, give us the rated R version that's like pushing the NC-17. It's close.
Yeah.
It's close.
The dark jokes. I'm reeling it in.
You're Satan, bro. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm buying. You're checking it.
It doesn't mean I can't have a soft side.
You think you're gonna get canceled?
Who's gonna cancel me? Zeus, God, who knows? No one.
Jordan, you're
Sydney's
just looking down.
mother.
You're like, I don't know what to
That's
do.
what I do to her, baby.
Give us the inside scoop.
I'll take her out to dinner and not a nice restaurant.
Oh shit!
Not one of the Michelin restaurants.
Is this another romance?
Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe one of them their dive bars. One of those ones that's open to like 3 and has peanuts on the ground and popcorn.
Oh, yeah, like the peanut bucket. You put your hand in. You
And
got,
when you step on the ground,
Yeah.
it just your shoe sticks a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you shove a dude
because of all the
in
beer.
Sydney?
A little bit.
A little bit.
There's a spit bucket there.
Well, if you want it to be, it can be your spit bucket.
The bucket probably has
That's what I meant. I meant Sydney Sweeney's there. So.
Oh my fucking
God,
god.
like back in,
I don't even know what that means.
back like 10, 15 years ago, he just reminded me of this. When
Jake,
Everything reminds you of everything.
Probably.
I met Satan a few years ago. And he gave me this hat.
Let me tell you about it, how I got it. You know.
You want to know how I got this?
Well, no.
Previously in hell.
Well, actually, you guys probably didn't know this, but Satan's right now. He's on our screen right now. He's in the bottom left corner wearing a black shirt and glasses.
It's Draven.
Actually, they're both wearing black and glasses.
Yeah.
I just realized.
He's close to the bottom.
It's negative, man. Talking shit.
Draven, I wasn't even funny. That was Gore. Don't look at me.
Why are you calling me? Why you calling me Mr. Negative?
But Gore is Jesus. Get it right.
I am. They couldn't fit me on the
Is Gore the God Butcher?
That's me.
Gore has no hope. Then
He butchers all.
He butchers
all the other gods. That's what he does.
But who plays Gore the God Butcher?
A Christian.
Christian Bale. There you go.
Wait, so you killed Russell Crowe?
You're gonna go that route.
What was that line again when he's saying like I'm not the whatever and then Stilgar's just like he's modest. It's like,
because he's like I'm not what you think I am. And the very next scene he said like he's humble about it. That's
he's humble.
I
love that one.
I would have been so much happier if that movie did not exist.
What
movie?
Man, what?
No, Thor.
Which one?
Dude, what the fuck are you talking? What?
Because I was
Someone
thinking
referenced
about
Russell Crowe.
he brought up Christian Bale.
I'm confused because we went off on Dune. You're like, I wish.
Then someone said Russell Crowe because someone said Zeus. I get it. I get it. Very, very, very slight connection, but
there
was
was
there.
still connections there.
There was connections.
I mean, hey, at least I don't have a loaf of bread in front of me.
Yeah. Where's your loaf of bread?
Fair point.
You got the whole squad laughing.
Oh, he just clapped with like he just had a look on his face with a clap, and he's like, "I'm dead inside, but I'm gonna cry."
He is dead inside. That's beside the point.
He's just upset because we didn't get the victory royale.
Yeah, you didn't get that.
That's what having a kid does to you.
You didn't get that W.
We'll get it some other time.
Yeah. You can start training your kid how to.
No, my kid's not playing. My kid's not playing that game.
What? Why not?
Because it's good for Adderall, and then he'll be great at it.
Those are my skins. Wow,
so you gotta pay for your own.
He hisses at his cat like his kid like a cat. my skins.
Wait, does that mean it's a spray bottle whenever the kid acts up?
No, the kid has a spray bottle for him.
The kid has a spray bottle. Okay, role reversal. Who's making that sound?
Is the demon of Dick? Is he flatulating?
we are now because you're here.
We are now.
Seriously.
God, I wish I was dead outside too.
Well, you died.
I can help you with that.
Escalated quickly. Oh,
you can't even reach my knee, bro.
Escalated.
Okay, buddy.
Bro. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah. I could throw you out this window right here like a football. So all right. Spiral you out of it too.
Dominate me.
No, all right. Gordon, put a baby gate up in your house. That'll stop it.
All right. Yeah. Here's a good question to close out. I thought of. So, seeing as how we have like an Amy Hennig Uncharted style Captain America Black Panther game, what DC character or characters do you think could benefit from having a game like that?
None.
There you go. Anyway, end the stream.
If you're gonna if you're gonna do like a partner game like the one with Captain Black Panther, I think one that could work as like Black Canary and Green Arrow maybe.
Ooh, Wolverine and Blade.
Yeah, wait, what'd you say?
That's not DC.
Wolverine and Blade.
That'd be cool.
They can be.
If you want to actually make like a partnered Batman
money
game, maybe instead of one that just has Robin in minor roles.
Draven and Gore game. Will the two?
Yeah, the best DC characters.
Yeah, but Gore would have to like
fat ass Soul and Draven.
Yeah, Gore would push you around in a stroller the whole game though.
Yeah.
And get around on your own.
No, it would just be like a Subway Surfer game of Gore running with Draven in a stroller.
Your idea of Black Canary and Green Arrow would be cool.
Yeah, I wanted Rockstar didn't make a Green Arrow game for the longest time, but now that Sweet Baby's got their fingers in there, I don't want them to do it.
Ooh,
how about the Suicide Squad and we make it a live service?
Yeah, let's do
that's
that.
a good idea, right?
Yeah,
because that's not been done yet.
Hey,
can't wait until like it's 12 people.
Hey, I got a better idea. How about we don't?
Oh, that's it.
Okay, Mr.
Wow, hot take there. Hot take. Where's Phil at?
Hot take Jake over here.
Hot take Jake over here.
Hot take Jake.
Hey, that rhymes.
Blue Beetle and Booster Gold would be a fun game.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Hey,
yeah. Actually, if we're doing that, like I could see an awesome like Heroes for Hire Luke Cage Iron Fist game. Like, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
How about Vin Diesel's Bloodshot and
oh boy,
and Madam Web.
She's in a wheelchair, can't move, and he's too fat because he's Vin Diesel now, and he's ate too many pumpkin pies or whatever.
Daredevil and Elektra. That'd be cool.
Oh, Electro.
Yeah. Or how about Daredevil and Punisher?
How about Daredevil and Electro?
Ooh, Electro.
Jamie Foxx. My name is Electro.
Electro and Electra.
Spider-Man and Venom.
Electro and Electra.
Wasn't there actually a game like that?
Separation Anxiety.
Back in the 90s, which was awesome. And then Separation Anxiety, which sucked.
Yeah.
Actually, if that game got remade now, that'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah, like a nice 2D brawler. Kind of looks like
Shredder's
Revenge or something.
I think it was hard as hell, but it was great.
Yeah.
I'm hard as hell.
I'm trying to think if there's any other DC
characters great minds think alike.
I always wanted DC to make a game for the Question. I thought that would be cool.
Oh, I would love that. The Question. Yes.
How about Calendar Man and Condiment King?
Condiment King.
Yeah.
There you go.
I want to
it'll be World's Shittiest or whatever you can call that. Instead of World's Finest.
World's Ass.
There you go.
Kind of think maybe like stealth, like an Amanda Waller stealth game or something, or like
Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
No,
it's
like,
stealth
it's
because no
long
one's
time
playing it.
I was about to say Titans, but we don't need another team game because the past 3 team games have flopped.
A Titans game would be cool. Though.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
I mean, yeah, like
if it were good,
the idea on
yeah.
its own is good, but
Like a Guardians of the Galaxy style, like you get. Well, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't switch them. Never mind. I keep forgetting in Guardians of the Galaxy you can't switch. To
Okay,
another
that's
characters.
true. But
Raven
what
and
if it was
Beast Boy. Raven and Beast Boy.
Yes, actually, I would play the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Robin and Kid Flash.
I can't wait as Beast. You can only switch to 2 other
No,
enemies.
I feel like Raven and Beast Boy would be more fun.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, Beast Boy.
Because they're like the most interesting characters in the entire team.
That's fair.
Fair point.
How about
how about Raven and Draven?
Ooh, that'd be a disaster.
New Halloween.
Raven does all the work where Draven's there fucking playing Fortnite. So it wouldn't
I got an idea for a Marvel one. Thor and Hulk. Maybe.
That's overpowered as fuck.
Wasn't there like an animated film?
Yeah.
Hulk versus.
It could be like
Wolverine.
Yeah, it could be like.
I think I know the guy that worked on that.
Yeah, I think we talked about it before.
Yeah, I think I talked about it. Yeah.
No.
Actually, how about a Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch game?
Ooh.
I was hoping for that combo.
How about Captain America and Black Panther?
I'll even one up that.
No, that ain't gonna work. That would
no?
never work.
Too woke.
Doctor Strange and Ghost Rider.
Oh man,
I mean, I love Ghost Rider so fucking much.
Oh, Ghost
so,
Rider.
Anything, I'm automatically in. Like Ghost, I feel like
if you want to go more on the demon side, do Ghost Rider and Blade.
Ghost Rider and Blade. Put Moon Knight in there.
Moon Knight and Blade.
Just play Midnight Suns and then put.
Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be
just Midnight Suns.
Yeah, there you go.
Just make it not a card game.
I would only play that game, Jake. If I was about to call you Drake, Jake. If Blade is voiced by Wesley Snipes.
Am I Drake Bell all of a sudden?
Ooh, a game with Peter Parker and Miles Morales.
Bro.
We definitely haven't had that before.
Peter Parker, Miles Morales.
It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
That's good. That's a good idea.
No,
how about we make a Marvel game where you can play as a bunch of them and it's isometric and we can call it like something Alliance, and then it's like in the back up there, and then and we could go 20 years ago and make the game.
I like where your head's at.
Norman Reedus as Ghost
Rider. I would make a free roam game and make them all Legos.
Ooh, that's a good idea. There's no Lego video games ever.
How about we get the first of its kind? Let's get the developers of Mortal Kombat and do a DC game.
Oh yeah, and then they can fight the Mortal Kombat characters too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we can do that also.
Together and do Mortal Kombat and DC at the same time.
I'm still fucking lost.
How about we go back in time and convince Oppenheimer to put the nuke in America and then end everything?
I think that escalated.
And on that note,
never mind.
We are done. Council on that note.
Yeah, gorgeous nuked this conversation.
So we're gonna go down the line. Thanks everybody for being here this
week.
Nobody's
into that.
No one.
I gave you standing.
I'm down.
Oh man, that's
you like it.
We're gonna find
a video game.
Let's nuke the planet.
You can find me here. I do Let's Plays, retro
like
reviews, rewrites, all that things, rankings. So check me out here
if you want to. Ronin.
If you want to.
Find me at Ronin Unchained, covering X-Men 97. You can watch the reactions for that. And
Daddy?
Invincible should be dropping very soon. Y'all
should be. Yeah. Bread Boy, where people find you?
Same as usual.
Bread.
Yeah, there you go. And his first appearance on Council, Shane, where people find you?
I'm so sorry.
You can just find me here on YouTube at Shane St. Laurent. I talk about movies and TV, and that's about it.
Nice.
And bullshit on here now. So, Johnny, people find you. Besides gaming on fucking stream, playing Fortnite.
I'll probably playing Fortnite or listening to music. Yeah.
Or Fight for Democracy.
Fight for Democracy, being a degenerate, either one. You know, it's the same.
Beating Schmeat in the bathroom.
Yeah, no, on stream.
That only happens when Gore shows up. Gore people find you.
Did you just say beating your Schmeat?
Under the dust.
Oh yeah, I forgot to put that. Yeah, you know. Don't watch my shit.
You can find him on the set of Madam Web.
Andy, people find you
right here where it's right here.
There you go, perfect.
You're right over up there. That's where you can find me up there.
Up there.
He's up there. Like a cat. He's up there.
YouTube, and I got my final idea for the team up video game is Oppenheimer and Barbie.
Oh shit!
Oh, there we go.
We can call it Oppen. No,
Oppen Barber.
What about
Barber? There
you go. I think you're onto something.
Ken and Dua Lipa.
It'd be Billy.
How about we put Dua Lipa in the Kingsman?
Jack, where do people find you?
Hello, you can find me here. Yeah.
Right where can you find the Demon of Dick? That's
you don't want to know.
After Dark streams is where you'll find that. Reactions, reviews, and I'm saying it on here so that I can't back out of it. Avatar and Attack on Titan will at some point be coming soon. Don't know when, but they'll be coming. And as well as Invincible and House of the Dragon.
Animated Avatar or live action Avatar?
Yes, animated. Don't worry, I'm not a degenerate.
Okay. Not that live shit.
There you go.
Oh, that's clean.
Thanks everybody who was here. Alex, Zoranne, get that fucking name right, and Gina as well. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next week. Bye everybody.
Bye everybody.
Get the fuck out of here.